balance and long-lasting gate scent beads. Part of the irresistible scent collection from Game. Cabana tried the new scent of Game Relaxed Flames, and it changed everything. Hey, Dave, don't knock it till you smell it.
You know what's weird, Kev, is I've been good. I've been totally fine up until this point. It was turning the TV on and seeing the panel and them showing Progressive Field and doing the countdown for the game. When it sunk in. Yeah. Who are they even starting? Bybee. Okay. Is it Brian Anderson? Brian Anderson's good. Brian Anderson's one of the best. Just don't let J-Ram beat you. Okay? Yeah, it is Brian Anderson. Okay.
It's the 2024 American League Division Series. It is presented by Booking.com. The Detroit Tigers, the Cleveland Guardians, American League Central Division rivals matching up in Game 1 of this best-of-5 series.
Lock in, Alan. Let's do it.
Anderson, along with Jeff Rancourt, we'll hear from Lauren Jamara in just a moment. And Frenchie, our 18th year on TBS covering postseason baseball. We've got 4 division series games today. It just doesn't get any better.
When you start in February, this is what you're working for. The Tigers have already got a little taste. Cleveland's been waiting 6 days.
Yeah, just like us here at TBS. We're glad to get started. All right, the Cleveland Guardians, number 2 seed in the American League. Yankees have the best record. Guardians got the bye. They have one of the great players in the game, Jose Ramirez.
Probably the most underrated player in the game. You talk about what he means to the city, what he means to this team. You ask
yes. Yeah, I'll put up with a million Marlins Twins if it means that we can win a series like this. Feels like a long time ago now, doesn't it?
Applies perfectly to the Detroit Tigers. What a finish to their season post-trade deadline to find themselves here taking down the Houston Astros in the wild card series.
Well, they sold at the deadline. Everybody thought they're going the other way. All these young kids came up and look what they did over the final 44 games. And as AJ Hinch told us,
I know that we've had our taste of the postseason, against Houston. And this is not meant to be any sort of knock against the Astros or Minute Maid Park, but this is different. When the divisional series, this is true playoff baseball. This is weekend October baseball. This isn't day game. This isn't middle of the week, best of 3. This is legit.
We think we should be here. We played well enough to earn our way here, and belief goes a long way. Started a long time ago. We're a couple months into this now. We're playing pretty good baseball, and this series can be another example.
Appreciate the time. Best of luck.
World Series winning manager with the Astros. Now at the helm of the Tigers, they're back in the postseason. He's got an opener on the mound again. Tyler Holton got the ball in Game 2 against Houston. Against the ace of the Guardians, Tanner Bybee. We got lineups in first pitch. We'll hear from Stephen Vogt when we come back.
Get to him early. Let me check Bybee's numbers against Detroit this year. Maybe I can even put that on the screen. Sorry, visual bit for the radio here. Bybee is. Thank you very much, Baseball Reference. He is 1-1 with a 4.5 ERA in 22 innings against Detroit this year.
Everyone said I'd have to leave my job to earn a marketing degree. Everyone except WGU. Their competency-based online model let me complete assignments and take tests at my pace with no set login times. I also used what I already knew to earn my degree faster, all while keeping my job. Now I'm ready to...
I want to say there was one start where we really popped him.
I'm aligned with the American Marketing Association. Learn more and get started at wgu.edu. When you're shopping, do you get cash back or cash?
Nope.
What about when you use a debit?
Not a chance.
But when you use MSUFC's Cashback Plus?
Heck yeah.
Get up to 20% cashback on your purchases with Cashback Plus. Dining out? Cashback. Online shopping? Cashback. Home improvement? Cashback. Discover more at msufcu.org/cashback plus.
The 2024 postseason on TBS is brought to you by Booking.com. Booking.yeah. Beautiful sunny day on a Saturday afternoon. Guardians, Tigers, Game 1.
Go Tigers.
Standing by down on the field, Lauren Jabarowitz, Stephen Vogt.
Thanks, BA. Stephen, you've experienced the postseason as a player. Now, first time as a manager, what's your mindset and approach after the series?
I just can't wait to watch our guys play. It's been such a fun season, and there's nothing better than playoff baseball, so I'm really excited to watch our guys play.
Stephen, enjoy it. Thanks for the time.
It'll be awesome.
Guys.
First-year manager taking over for Terry Francona. Big shoes to fill and filling beautifully. And he's got his team in the postseason.
Well, the Blazer didn't become a thing till 2021, so I can't. It's not that dirty.
By the way, it is on this day 11 years ago. He had a walk-off in the division series against the Tigers. Stephen Vogt then playing for the Oakland Athletics. Another former Oakland A's catcher, A.J. Hinch. He's going to be pushing the buttons here today. It's going to be a fun series. So many moves and matchups. Here is A.J. Hinch's starting lineup. The batting order brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, reminding you to get this season's flu and COVID-19 vaccines. Parker Meadows leads off. Gary Carpenter, then Matt Fearling in the middle. Riley Green, Colton Heath, and Spencer Torkelson. Bottom three in Hinch's order. Zach McKinstry, Trey Sweeney, and Jake Rogers. A lot of new names.
Let's get at it, baby.
That have already thrived in the postseason as the Tigers take down the Astros in 2. And now they get to the division series and face Tanner Bybee. And it is the 5th time that Bybee has pitched against the Tigers this season.
Well, you know what, BA? 2 weeks into the season, their ace, Shane Bieber, goes down. Someone has to step up, and that has been Tanner. You see those numbers right there. He's had a great year, logged a lot of innings. He's done a good job. He's going to come with that fastball about mid-90s. But his pitch, you're going to see, is the slider as the day goes on. Hitter's only gotten 152 off it. You see the changeup right there, and then, of course, the big curveball for him. And catching him today is going to be Bo Naylor, of course, behind the plate. Jose Ramirez, Rocchio at short, Jimenez at second, Platinum Gold Glove winner, Josh Naylor at first base,
Going around, Stephen Kwan, who was out quite a bit in the second half, but back now. Lane Thomas, John Kinsey Noel.
Quan's huge X factor in this series. He's not been good in the second half, but he's a pest. He's scary. He's a contact guy, kind of guy that I feel like thrives in the postseason.
Jim Wolf is the second base umpire, 7th DS. Todd Tishner's crew chief. If we need a review, he'll be the man to administer that. Chad Fairchild in left, Nick Barley in right. It is a 6-man umpiring crew. You add 2 umpires for the postseason, and all the pieces in place on this picture-perfect Saturday afternoon in Cleveland, Ohio. Just about 2 hours separating these two cities' drive time. This is going to be a fascinating series with matchups and moves and chaos and managers getting in the middle of every bit of these moments here at this best of 5.
And as AJ Hinch tells me, they haven't seen us since the deadline, and we are a completely different team. So he said there'll be a lot of new matchups for both teams.
Lock in, y'all. Let's do it.
There is a lot of scouting work that had to be done for the Cardinals to get some of these new players.
Come on, Parker.
Introduce you as we go. We're ready for baseball. Adam Beck says play ball. Tanner Bivey's first pitch is swung on down back by Parker Meadows, and away we go. "68 degrees, our game time temperature. Slight breeze is blowing throughout the ballpark, but a relatively
Down.
calm day. Parker Meadows had a home run in that wild card series against Houston. 9 homers in the regular season, had 28 runs batted in. A lightning fast leadoff hitter against right-handed pitching.
Outside. Good take.
It
was outside.
Crowds into it early. They want all those calls for Tanner Bivey. Can't blame them. Good call here, go off the plate
Yep.
a little bit, as you see, inside the white line.
Get out.
2-2 the count. Cleveland has been sitting on their bye week while the wild card series has been played. There's a lot of discussion about whether that's hurtful or helpful, the rest versus rust argument. Stephen Vogt said we turned that into a positive. We needed time to heal up. We'll finally get a chance to play baseball. It's been exactly a week.
Ooh, good pitch.
This game starts with a strikeout. Change up from Bivey. Meadows is going, and a K to get us going here this afternoon.
Well, great pitch right here. A lot of fastballs off the plate, outside, and then he comes back with this changeup right here. Meadows looks the exact same, of course, 10 miles per hour less. He gets him strikeout and off to a good start.
Good start for Bivey, now facing Kerry Carpenter. Carpenter, the Tigers' designated hitter today.
What's up?
Get all the at-bats against the right-handed pitching. Won't see him against lefties. Kills right-handers, so his OPS this year, 932 this season. At 18 home runs and 57 driven in.
Oh,
But you said it. Small sample size from the left side. 107 against lefties. That's your 305 against righties. So, as AJ Hinch said, he's here to do one thing, and of course, that is crush right-handed pitching.
Put him in a position to succeed. That's what you hear a lot from both of these organizations. Bivey in a 1-1 count deals. And
come on.
Carpenter trying to send one to the seats early. There's a lot of big swings in this Tigers lineup. Two-strike pitch. This is 97. You know Bivey is
He's amped out, I was going to say. You always see him running a little hot in the postseason.
Put the governor on a little bit. We don't want him up there letting it all fly. And if you see him in that 98, 97, 98 mile an hour range,
Good take.
getting a little out of his mechanics, and that one rolls in at a more comfortable 95 mile an hour pace.
But you're seeing where he's missing right now. It's up in the zone, which to me exactly what you said. Overthrown, trying to get going too much.
3-2 the count on Carpenter.
Foul. It's all right. Good battle here.
I think that's the thing early on to see. You know, we've seen some big swings so far from these first two Tigers. As you each going up each round, BA, I know they're young. We say it, do they really know where they're at? But you got to believe at some point they're going to feel a little bit of that being in this big situation.
Another payoff pitch.
Get down. Hey, that's good at bat. That's good at bat. Let's go. Yeah. Slap something, Maddie. Come on now. How about a nice little opposite field, hard grounder to the right side, go first to third. That's down. Attaboy. Yep, Brian Anderson. I guess for people who don't know Brian Anderson, you've probably heard him call college basketball games. The primary TV guy for the Brewers. One of the best ones. Yeah, we got a good crew here. I don't know a whole lot about Frank Core, but Brian Anderson's good. That's down. No, that was in there. Yeah, that's a pretty good life on it.
And a Jeffrey Cool doppelganger at some point.
He's a good looking guy, isn't he?
I like the doppelganger. No. Although when you guys stood next to each other yesterday, I didn't really see it. But he's had a Jeff Francoeur comp on him from the time he signed his contract.
So he's a good looking fella.
Is that all it is? 1-2 the count. Bivey's been at a 2-strike count to the first 3 hitters.
All right. Hey, at the very least, he's at 16 pitches with 1 out in the first. Now, we know how good their bullpen is, but they're going to have to give – in this series, they're going to have to get length from somebody in their rotation. Bibee, you'd think back. He's there.
First disengagement for Bivey. Remember, you get 2. If you throw over a third time, you have to record an out, or else it's a ball. Barry Carpenter, a 1-out single. He's at first. 2-2 the count. And clearly late.
97. That's all right.
Yeah, you can see Bobby really trying to get that fastball out on the hands, not let him get extended. You wonder, of course, his out pitch is that slider.
Making him work. So
you wonder if he's going to try to
watch for that breaking ball now. Run it out. Look at the second. All right. Your turn, Riley. Well, I said I wanted a little chopper to the right side. That's technically what we got. It was just right to Jimenez.
Yeah, I talked to him yesterday and asked, have you dreamt of this moment your whole life? He said, well, as a kid, you're in your backyard. It's 3-2, 2 outs, World Series on the line. He said he's never thought, though, about throwing in the playoffs, and it's never crossed his mind of being that guy. But he's so grateful
Come on, Riley.
for this opportunity, and he just wants to go out there, play loose, play free, and help his team get a win.
Foul.
Ball foul. Thank you, Lord. And it's interesting when you get all the chatter about Bivey. He walked up to Stephen Vogt, according to his manager prior to the season, says, I want to challenge Shane Bieber for this ace role. And Stephen Vogt says, hey, you go. That's not going to happen, but you go, man, until he likes the mentality. And he stepped in beautifully since Bieber went down. It's a shame that the Guardians lost their former Cy Young Award winner after just 2 games. Bivey has been excellent for him, and he's got another Tiger hitter in a 2-strike count, Riley Green.
20 pitches first.
A big ovation when he was introduced.
Yeah, well deserved, too.
Riley Green, the Tigers All-Star, down 0-2.
All right. Well,
That's tough. I'm telling you, your first playoff game like this, BA.
I think that might be trying to set up the breaking ball there.
40,000 get going crazy right here, man. It's easy to try to rear back.
1-2 pitch.
Now he went back to the heater. All right.
Fastball's missing up. They're not in a chase position at this point for Bybee. Struck out his first hitter, gave up a 1-out single, and then Fairling grounded out. Runner at second, 2 away. 2-2 the count on Riley Green.
Oh, that was the one.
Swing on a 2-strike pitch. Now it stays 2-2. The Naylor brothers, Bo and Josh, going to be a thrill for them to be not only playing together on a big league field, but now to be in a postseason together. Bo punches in the signs. Bybee's ready. Another 2-2. His clock goes all the way down to 1. And
Go 3. Okay, hit him. Okay.
So still Carpenter back to second. That hit Riley Green. And first and second now for the Tigers.
Come on, Colt.
While Bybee has been in a 2-strike count to each of the first 4 hitters.
Did I get him?
Trouble now. Carl Willis, the pitching coach, making his first
Yeah,
appearance.
front foot.
Well, look, Riley Green crushes fastballs. Not a great breaking ball pitcher, so you can see I'd be trying to get him right there. And Riley Green, you can see him point down me on the foot there. And I think more than anything, this is just to calm you down right here, right? I think he sees we've seen 4 or 5 heaters way up top, so I think he's just trying to calm him down.
Want some MLB trivia? Just ask Siri, what's the longest home run in MLB history?
First trip to the mound comes in the first inning. The great Carl Willis, one of the best pitching coaches in the major leagues for a long time. He was actually on the roster of the 1984 Tigers. He got traded that year, but of course the 84 Tigers, World Series champions. He was a rookie. Got around, wasn't around long.
Yo, how about a nice slider in the inside part of the plate? Colt crushes those.
So here's Colt Keith now with 2 on. 2 outs in the first. Keith on the first pitch.
Fuck.
A pop-up.
Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, go, 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 go. Okay.
Just out of the reach of Ramirez. Hit the netting about halfway down. Makes it a dead ball. No balls in a strike.
Yeah, interesting here. Behind the plate, probably as deep of a pass ball as you're going to get right here. But as you get going down the lines, it squeezes quick. So if you're at third or first, you got to go back a little bit. Not much room in foul territory.
You played a lot of games here in your days in the AL Central with the Royals. First and second, 2 outs. And let's see what Bybee has for Keith. 0-1.
Inside.
Bybee is not hitting with his fastball right now. He's thrown 11 of them. Only 4 strikes with the fastball in his first inning. On the flip side, he's 7 for 7 on the slider. 1-1, Tigers. It was now quiet and a shot to left field. Quan, the Gold Glover, right there. And that's the inning. Cole hit it hard, but right at Stephen Quan. Side retired.
All right, they made him work, though. Made him work. All right, do your thing, Holton.
Game 1, ALDS.
Al saber que tenía cáncer de próstata metastásico, nuestro vínculo no puede ser. Nos conocimos en plan tiempo. Por eso, hoy buscamos el tiempo para concluir ese evento con ayuda de Nubeca. Nubeca trata el cáncer de próstata diseminado a otras partes del cuerpo que responde a un tratamiento médico quirúrgico que ayuda a disminuir la testosterona en combinación con docetaxel. En un estudio clínico, Nubeca y docetaxel ayudaron a hombres a vivir más. Nubeca puede causar efectos secundarios graves, incluyendo cardiopatías y convulsiones. Informe de inmediato a su médico si tiene dolor o molestia en el pecho o falta de aire.
Oh, you know what it is, bitch.
Nubeca puede dañar bebé constante y causar un aborto. Use anticonceptivos durante el tratamiento y por una semana después de la última dosis de Nubeca. Algunos efectos secundarios frecuentes de Nubeca con docetaxel incluyeron estreñimiento, erupción.
We did a good job that inning. He was clearly amped up, which you understand. Wasn't chasing the upstairs fastball.
There's a detergent that gets your dishes up to 100% clean, even in an older dishwasher. Switch to Cascade Platinum Plus. Designed with leading.
No, I don't believe so.
It delivers sparkling clean dishes in any machine. Just scrape, load, and you're done. Packed with double the Dawn, Cascade Platinum Plus removes up to 100% of grease and
No, there was a commercial in Spanish. No.
Even in older dishwashers, switch to Cascade Platinum Plus.
The furnace is free when you install an AC. That's Service Professor. Bogo is back for a limited time.
Okay, we got, looks like Reese is warming in the pen.
Service Professor can handle all your
No, Dave did not call me.
sewer and septic, water heater upgrades, and the $19.99 anytime sewer or drain opening.
When you're shopping, do you get cash?
Nope.
What about when you use a debit card?
Not a chance.
But when you use MSUFC's Cashback Plus,
Heck yeah.
get up to 20% cashback on your purchases with Cashback Plus. Dining out, cashback. Online shopping, cashback.
I don't know, man. It's a football Saturday.
Discover more at msufcu.org/cashback plus.
Tigers failed to score. Strand 2 in the first. Now Stephen Vogt and the Guardians with Stephen Kwan, David Fry, Jose Ramirez to start it. Then Josh Naylor, Lane Thomas, Andre Semenes, with John Kinsey, Noel, Bo Naylor, and Brian Rocchio rounding out the starting nine. And Stephen Kwan is back after a back injury. Shut him down for 11 days
Outside.
near the end of the year. Facing the opener, Tyler Holt.
Like I said, this guy scares me, and he scares me in October because he doesn't strike out a lot. Every October, there's that pest. Is that gone? Off the wall. Play it off the wall. All right. Hold him too. Yeah.
And if there was any wonder if Juan's timing and rhythm was off, he just answered that question.
Well, let me tell you, the last 2 months for a guy that was so good at first half.
All right. Settle in, Tyler.
Also right now, dealing with some injuries. But we even talked to Stephen Vogt about it. You know, this is a guy to me that was a key here. Look at that ball, fastball from Holton was in on the hands, and he pulled his hands in here and missed a home run by about a foot. Good start for the Guardians.
Frenchie, he has 8 plate appearances in the last 7 weeks.
Yep.
Came back for 2 games. And a jolt to start this one. First ball swinging. David Fry fouls one back our way.
Man, that's close.
By the way, Frenchie, we're in perfect foul ball territory here.
I was ready for that.
David Fry being an all-star is going to be one hell of a trivia question one day.
Both of these teams,
Because he made the all-star team. I want to say he had an RBI in the all-star game, and I couldn't pick this dude out of the lineup.
Since 1994, it still shines.
Reese Warman.
That is Reese Olson, so he's going to be the bulk pitcher. He's normally a starter. He's the guy that will be coming in.
They want Holton to face the lefties.
For Tyler Holt.
Down.
Interesting enough, Holton got the start because of that man that just hit a double right there. Wanted that left-handed matchup, wanted to get that first out. But Holton, as you said, hit it in game 2, 1, 2, 3. In fact, this second half, he's had a 0.83 ERA. They're almost going to get him.
Claude at second.
That's a great pitch.
Swing and a miss.
That's that cutter.
That's that pitch. That's his
Yeah.
right there. It's so tough. Not only lefties, but the right, bearing in on those hits.
Down.
Those are
Yeah, the only reason I'd be mad at a walk is you got J-Ram up. You got to try to force a double play.
such a versatile pitcher. His second opener bid in the postseason, back-to-back games. He did it 9 times in the regular season. He's also pitching those league leverage roles as well as
Foul.
rips one foul into the screen. He's one of those pitchers that has come out of nowhere. Tyler had a 7+ ERA in AAA last season, but he's blossomed as a major leaguer. Payoff pitch to Fry. Fry fouls it away. Got a good battle going here.
In the last 2 years, even in the minor leagues for Detroit PA, they kind of wanted these pen guys to not really have any roles. Everybody can kind of pitch when they want to. They want to have that versatility for these guys. And of course, the last 2 months, it's why a big reason they've been on this run.
Guardians want to stack that pitch count as fast as they can. An 8-pitch battle here. Fry takes ball 4. And the Guardians open with a double and a walk. 2 on, nobody out.
All right, hunker down time. First inning, but with this pen being what it is, this is a huge moment in this game. This is literally the Barry Bonds in 2001. I would rather see in this moment than fucking J-Ram. You got to make your pitches. Has Jake gone to the mound yet? If he throws another ball, I would do a mound visit. Come on, settle.
This is where he thrives with runners in scoring position.
326 on the year with a 991 OPS. Loves these moments.
All right, come on.
Change up there. But I think as you're going, we looked at kind of these.
I'd double up on that. I know it's dangerous to do against a hitter like that, but it doesn't seem like he's got a great feel for his fastball right now.
Tyler Holden in immediate trouble here in the first inning as Ramirez looks to be damaged and fouls it away. Just boring in on his hands. That cut fastball that Holton throws. Ramirez, a switch hitter. Tied for 4th in homers in the AL. Also had 41 steals. He was very close to a 40-40-40 season this year.
Fuck. They're seeing him well.
You remember, he had one more game. And of course, they got rained out against the Astros on Sunday. And yes, he had to get a home run and a double. But again, you're talking about a special player.
Yeah, they did not play game 162 last Sunday. It's been a calendar week.
Oh!
You'll notice as we go along, Jake Rogers, the Tiger catcher, is excellent. He makes a lot of borderline pitches look like strikes.
That's a strike.
3-2. Ramirez on the ground. That's fair. And it hits the bag. It bounces down the left field line. Juan is in. Fly to third. An RBI double for Jose Ramirez. 1-0 Guardians.
Oh, God. Motherfucker haunts my dreams.
Score that as an error.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it hit over the bag. Watch this right here. Yeah, it just hopped on.
Yeah, it's just terrible positioning terrible footwork by McKinstry there. I don't think it would have been a double play because J-Ram runs relatively well. It was kind of deep at third. But, I mean, at the very least, you have to knock that ball down.
So an E5, no hit, no RBI. Josh Naylor cuts it loose on the first pitch. That ball had so much top spin going down the line.
That's a tough E5.
Agreed. McKinstry would tell you he should have made that play. He's an excellent defensive third baseman. Second and third infield.
That's in there.
Ready. Josh Naylor. It's part of the big three of the Guardians: Juan, Ramirez, and Josh Naylor. He's coming off a great year himself. 31 home runs, 108 driven in. Naylor rolls one through, a base hit.
Yeah, infield in.
Coming in to score is Fry. Ramirez throws at second. He'll stop at third. 2-0 Guardians. Josh Naylor with an RBI single.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's probably...
I mean, this is one of those, he made his pitch. He got him to just roll over, but because he brought that infield in, if you see that breaking pitch is off the plate. Ball's going to exit this game. Look at this. You got an easy roll over ground ball, but
The opener.
I mean, that's as bad as Tyler Holton's looked
Here today.
ever.
No outs recorded. First and third, 2 runs are in. And here comes Reese Olson out of the Tigers bullpen in game 1 of the first inning.
Intel is a respond to emails or phone calls 60%
Fuck!
of the time. But when it comes to tackling tasks, they're the best. You 100% need a dedicated retirement plan. Let our expertise round out yours.
You knew it was trouble when he gave up the opening, the hit to Quan. You just knew that it was trouble.
Not a chance.
He had him. What was that? A 1-1 count, 1-2 count.
Yeah.
You need length here. You need length from Reese.
Hi, I'm Colin Scott with Streamline Enterprises. We owe so much to the brave military men and women who have sacrificed for our country, which is why we plan to give back.
As a retired Marine veteran, it's my honor to announce Streamline Enterprises has given away a free roof to a local deserving veteran.
We are providing a brand new GAF roof system with a lifetime manufacturer.
Yeah, I mean, it lined up. You put your best reliever out there against a lineup that's primarily lefties, and you know, one thing that hasn't really been talked about, and I know we're only 3 games into the postseason, but it seems like does Jace Young have a role on this team right now? I mean, now look, he's not a great third baseman either. I'm not saying he makes that play, but
Connected to all things postseason with T-Mobile, the best 5G coverage in the game with America's largest 5G network. Sellout crowd, Progressive Field, game 1 of this best-of-5 division series, and A.J. Hinch already into his bullpen. He goes with his starter, Reese Olson, who now comes in out of the pen. First time he's pitched out of relief in 2024.
all right,
And you think about it, this could have gotten any worse.
you got to try to cut it off at 2. Anything beyond 2-0 against this pen, this pitching staff, you're in trouble.
He's got 2 up right here as Lane Thomas turns on one, deep in the left. There she goes. Lane Thomas, a 3-run blast.
Well, they didn't cut it off at 2. They didn't. Fuck me, silly.
First pitch slider. 106 off the bat, 394 and for Lane, his first career.
At least I can clip that.
Great acquisition for the Guardians. Well, in years past, we've seen teams that have this 5-6 days not get off to a good start.
Well, from Mascam,
Move out.
don't adjust your sets. That is the smoke from the pyro that went off in front of our cameras out there. And they set them off early here today. Andres Jimenez. Tigers still looking for their first out. Lane Thomas. Big pickup at the trade deadline coming from the Nationals. Getting started with a double by Quan off the wall.
Yeah, no, I mean, you were going to have to give them length at 2-0. Now we might see Job today. Right? And Maeda is not on the roster, but
6 batters now, still no out. You see, this is the ball that just got. And even if Torkelson catches that ball, I think Jimenez beats it out to first. It would have been very bad.
you put your best reliever out there against the lineup.
Jimenez can really run. Put the pressure on the D, and now A.J. Hinch is coming out with the athletic trainer, which would tell you there's some sort of illness or injury concern here.
Think beyond 2-0.
Shaking his head saying, I'm fine. I don't know if I thought they saw something.
You got to try to cut it off at 2. Anything beyond 2-0 against this pen. Sorry, I'm.
Went after that batted ball by Jimenez a little gingerly. take a few tosses here to prove that he's good enough to continue on here. Just can't quite get there. Awkward.
Yeah. You know, interesting enough, this opener has worked so well for the Tigers the last 2 months.
But they didn't cut it off,
He kept saying he can control the first batter our guy faces. So who did he want? He wanted home facing Quan. He said, you get that first out, everything goes wrong. Quan hit the double, and it has just kind of.
Kinsey Noel on the first pitch, rolls one on the third base. There is the first out of the inning.
You know, if the game would have started right there, we'd be in really good position, but they scored 5 runs.
Does advance Jimenez to second base.
You got to try.
AJ Hinch is trying to disrupt.
Hardest leading base.
100 plus years, getting the first out has been the theme in baseball. Get the lead man. But the Tigers and a number of other teams around the game doing that with matchups, trying to give the best opportunity to get that first out. And it works until it doesn't. First ball swinging, Bo Naylor. So 2 pitches. There are 2 outs now. Jimenez has made his way to third base.
Lane Thomas's home run was on the first pitch. You could see.
Sorry, a guy just a guy on Twitter just followed me. His name is Hey Arnold's Bulge. Is that a thing? Is Arnold from Hey Arnold known to have a bulging package? Anything beyond 2-0 against this pen, this pitching staff.
Defensive shortstop of the Guardians. 5 runs in for Cleveland. Lane Thomas, a big 3-run home run in first. Well, they'll never forget.
You want to talk about calming down the pitcher. We saw Bobby be a little amped up in that first inning. You got 5-0 lead. You would think if you're a Guardians fan, you're like the fact you come out maybe be a little more under control.
Runner third, the 2-0, and that's inside, ball 3. Every team that plays the Guardians, they know it's a race to the 6th inning. Because if you do not have a lead in the 6th inning,
is it officially Boyd going? Of course it is. Of course it's Boyd. Why wouldn't it be?
They boast one of the best bullpens we've seen in a long time in the major leagues. Emmanuel Clase, the closer for Cleveland, is at the top of the food chain among big league closers. But he's not the only one.
Inside. Oh my God, he called that a strike. That was a late call. Jesus. That was very late.
I agree. Clase for this Cleveland bullpen, BA, this kind of guy everyone talks about is
That was well inside.
But they have 3-4 guys leading up to him that I think a lot of teams would possibly use as their closer. So again, like you said, get too far behind 5-6 innings in, it is tough to beat this team.
2 outs, 3-2 the count now. Runner at third.
So.
Guardians a perfect 82-0 when leading after the 8th inning, so that should be a lot right there.
Mass cam. 3-2. Miles away, another long battle.
Is it me or has this inning been like an hour and a half long? Like, aren't we supposed to be shortening baseball games? Fuck.
4 hits, a walk, and an error in this inning. And Reese Olson, second-year pitcher in the big leagues, trying to calm the waters. It's Rocchio, a high fly ball to right. And Fearley with just enough room to make the catch to end the inning. Olson comes on, settles it down, but Lane Thomas caps off a 5-run frame. Started with Quan. A 5 spot in the first.
Dude, I think the Batman pin came flying off. Yeah.
T-Mobile's coverage in my area is wonderful.
We have 8 acres, and it gives you peace of mind to know that you're going to have a reliable signal.
We enjoy hiking, we enjoy the outdoors.
The coverage has been great.
And after investing billions to light up our network from big cities to small towns, T-Mobile is America's largest and fastest 5G network. See for yourself. Try T-Mobile's network free.
Here's the only
Your phone, our network,
positive.
no strain.
If we find a way to win this game, we're winning the World Series. If we at that point, it's officially fuck it, fate, ride or die. Fucking dicks out for Harambe, whatever you want to say.
PetSmart, anything for pets. Every now and then I get a little bit tired of the stinks that just will never come out.
Downy Rinse and Refresh is formulated to remove odor better than detergent alone, with no rewashing. Downy Rinse and Refresh fights odor in just one wash, guaranteed.
When I am President of the United States, we will pass a bill to restore reproductive freedom.
We respect our neighbors and their personal choices that they make. Mind your own damn business.
Okay, are you ready? You're all set.
Not only do we have the largest network of doctors and hospitals in Michigan, we also make sure access to the care you need.
Yeah, that's a good point. How many of those runs that inning were earned? Well, most of them. Only one of them was unearned because I think that there were no outs in the inning, and you can't assume a double play, so that's only one out. And then they didn't score any runs with 2 outs.
Clean, effective, all-day treatment.
These political commercials are getting out of hand, dude.
Native combines the best of nature with the best of science that neutralizes odor-causing bacteria for long-lasting odor protection. Pick up some Native today.
Your team, your players, your home for postseason baseball. Get personalized highlights and push notifications just for you. Download the MLB app today. Downtown.
All right, Torque.
Saturday afternoon.
This is where Torque thrives. Low leverage, nobody on base. He'll probably rip a baseball here. That's up.
Third year as the Guardians. They were the Indians from 1915 to 2021. And what a start they are off to today. 5-0. Tanner Bybee back out for his second inning, facing Spencer Torkelson.
Up.
Still see, Biden's looking at the umpire, but those balls are up in the zone. He's intended to live high, and it's carried over here to the second.
Misfired on a number of fastballs in the first inning.
That's up. All right. Take this pitch. Need base runners, man. Just take this one.
There is a little pressure for a pitcher pitching in a game like this. Of course, you'd rather have the runs, but there is a little bit of inherent pressure when you've been staked to a 5-0 lead.
Yeah.
That one does catch the zone, and it's 3-1.
Well, he's been Cleveland's ace, right? Whereas Detroit, they have their ace going on Monday. So you look on.
Why is there a day off between games 1 and 2?
Game, to me, more important for the Guardians than it was for the Tigers.
Both teams thin in their rotation. They trust their aces. Bybee for the Guardians gets the ball today, and then once again, game 4. That'll be on regular rest because of the off days. There's an off day tomorrow in this series. Game 2 is Monday, then another off day. Game 3 in Detroit. As the strikeout comes all the way back down 3-0. Rides that fastball right by.
As miraculous as Ibanez's double against Hader was, and it was, that's the at-bat of his career, Torkelson drawing a walk in the previous at-bat was the greater miracle. Because Andy Ibanez, he's a fringe guy. He has one role on a team, but he is a major leaguer. He's found his way to the major leagues. Platoon guy, utility guy. Torque is not. That at bat just shows.
We were kind of talking about that between innings. I mean, that was a play that was certainly out of the ordinary. High drive opposite field, deep into left center, and this is going to be
Ah.
a base hit. Thomas lost it in the sun, and McKinstry will roll into second base with a double.
You know, B, you said it. I couldn't tell if the ball was going to hit off the wall that Thomas slowed down, but I agree. He could not see this ball because he was in a spot to make this play. Look at him right here. He was not far unless he just heard Juan's footsteps and thought maybe he's going to get the ball. That's a ball he can catch. Both these two guys plus outfielders.
Much easier play for Quan just because of the position of the sun right now. Center fielder staring right into that sun above the home plate grandstand. Get into the fall sun. I mean, this is
No, Torque doesn't score there, but it puts us in business.
shining off his sunglasses right there. Once he put his head down to check on Quan, he never picked up the baseball again. Runner at second for Trey Sweeney.
Outside.
So sure, at the very end right there, I'm not a great look reader, but it's almost like he whispered or said, I can't see it. Because he's usually a guy that goes after the ball. Both these guys right here.
Excellent outfield defense in left field and center field. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. McKinstry at second. Sweeney fouls it away. It's been a big pickup for the Tigers. Their season kind of changed. Not that he is the sole reason, but he's part of the reason. Javi Baez was injured. A high-price shortstop out for the rest of the season. Sweeney came from the Dodgers in the Jack Flaherty trade. Flaherty went to LA and thrived there. Sweeney made his major league debut August 16th, and that's right about the time the Tigers lit the candle. An amazing comeback to even get in the postseason.
Good pitch.
Sweeney strikes out. Pulled the string on a changeup from Ivy.
That's filth. That's a changeup in the zone.
Second out of the second inning.
And I gotta hope Jake gives you something.
Here, what a beautiful changeup. You know, you get that fastball, of course, setting it up, but for him, we saw him do it with Meadows to start the game, and now same thing here. Gets them thinking fastball and pulls that string. What a great angle right here, huh?
Way out in front of it. Good pitch. 2 outs. Here's Jake Rogers.
Down.
I'm out.
He's had good at bats the postseason so far, Jake.
I mean, you talk about a full mustache.
Right out of the old West. Feel like he could be on a Wanted poster with a high price reward.
Boy with the Marlboro red.
Lauren Jabara's been admiring the mustache of Rogers.
I told him yesterday it looks very voluptuous. He said, I haven't heard that before. I've heard full, but he actually shaves it after every season. I said, do you ever trim it? He said, no, it gets in food and it gets in my mouth a lot. But you know what? Got to rock the look throughout the
It
season.
works. It's going to be his thing.
What's up?
Voluptuous.
It's a good word. Strong word. Good to have that one.
Getting in the broadcast today.
Lauren Jabara.
It was great. Yeah.
Postseason.
Yes.
Been with us a couple of years at TNT Sports. Does a great job on all the events she covers, including the Olympics. So it's great to have Lauren Jabara
Give me a fucking
with us all.
grand total of $0, but that's not his fault.
2 balls and a strike to count. 2 outs. McKinstry, the runner at second base. Rogers, a foul ball. Rogers didn't hit in the regular season. Just a 197 hitter. He's got occasional pop, though. 10 homers, 36 RBIs. Had a couple of hits in the Astros series and an RBI.
A big pull power. Look at the pull right here. You saw that on that last pitch with that slider off the plate.
2-2. Ivy ready. And he got it.
That wasn't even that great a pitch. I mean, that hung up there.
Ivy with a strikeout on the slider.
But he chased it.
3 in the second inning. Works around the double. A sun double. Tanner Ivy, first time through the batting order. 4 Ks. No runs.
If we're gonna come back, it's the next inning is where it starts because you turn it back over to the top of the lineup.
T-Mobile coverage in my area is wonderful.
You have 8 acres, and it gives you peace of mind to know that you're going to have a reliable signal.
We enjoy hunting, we enjoy the outdoors. The coverage has been great. And after investing billions to light up our network from big cities to small towns, T-Mobile is America's largest and fastest 5G network. See for yourself. Try T-Mobile's network free for 3 months. Your phone, our network, no strain.
Every now and then I get a little bit tired of these things that just will never come out. Every now and then I reach out.
Downy Rinse and Refresh is formulated to remove odor better than detergent alone, with no rewashing.
Wash it smells so clean. Downy Rinse and Refresh, it's a dream.
Downy Rinse and Refresh fights odor in just one wash, guaranteed.
Stop in, shop, and save at the Volunteers of America thrift store. Aisles and aisles of gently used clothing, housewares, and so much more. A clean, safe shopping experience that will save you hundreds of dollars. Shop for name brand merchandise and pay less. Thousands of treasures arrive to our store each day, so your visit will surely never be the same. So what are you waiting for? Stop in, shop, and save. The Volunteers of America thrift store. 2 Lansing locations, open 7 days a week.
I get it. The cost of rent, groceries, and utilities is too high. So here's what we're going to do about it. We will lower housing costs by building more homes and crack down on landlords who are charging too much. We will lower your food and grocery bills by going after price gougers who are keeping the cost of everyday goods too high. I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message because you work hard for your paycheck. You should get to keep more.
All right, we got to get something from Reese here. I mean, or we're going to get to a point where we're tossing a fucking position player, because I don't really think there's any reason for any of our high leverage guys, whether it's Brisky, Foley, you've already used Holton, Will Vest to be pitching in this game. We might see some of Job. You know, I'm not really big on using him in high leverage until he's at least shown something here.
Well, the Lions stood up quick today. 5-run first inning. Last time that's happened in the first inning of a postseason game. You go back to the division series of '97. Sandy Alomar Jr.'s 1997 Cleveland Indians back then. The team that went to the World Series, won the pennant. Sandy was an all-star that year and many other years. Had a lot of all-stars on that team. Lost to the Marlins in the World Series. Reese Olson back on the mound, so he'll start a clean inning here. Allowed the 2 inherited runners to score. Give up a 3-run homer to Thomas. Steven Kwan starts his second inning. The audience bring 9 to the plate in the first. 5 runs, 4 earned at this point. 4 runs, 3 earned against Tyler Holden. Tyler Holden did not record it out, the opener. And Olson giving up 2 hits, a couple of ground outs and a flyout as Kwan pulls it foul.
Yeah, you look at the first half, second half. Kwan, unbelievable first half, 919 OPS. Second half, 618. But as you said, been a few injuries, gone to the IL twice. So, as you said, not many at-bats coming, but so far it looks pretty good.
Come on, don't walk this guy. Jesus.
First time up. National championship winner at Oregon State in his college days. What a team they had at Oregon State. But Hadley Rutschman and Trevor Larnack and Magical.
Jesus.
He's been a winner wherever he's been.
I mean, this is so unlike our staff. I mean, we attack, we get ahead in counts, 0-2, 1-2. They're working deep counts against us.
This is the first of a quadruple header playoff baseball. Friends at Fox will take over next. Mets and Phillies. We're back on TBS and Max with Royals, Yankees, and then Padres, Dodgers. What a series that's going to be.
Are we tipping pitches or something? I mean, they're these are just some of the most confident takes.
Zach Wheeler and Kodai Senga. Michael Walker, Garrett Cole will be the matchup in the Royals, Yanks. And Dylan Cease and Yoshi Yamamoto. As that was banged through by David Fry.
All right, now you got J-Ram up with 2 on, nobody out again. How about that? The situation you absolutely do not want to be in with Jose Ramirez at the plate in 2 innings. Yeah, thank you.
This is their plan for success. And as I said, if they continue to do this, it'll be a deep playoff run.
Switch hitter Ramirez turns around, hits left-handed.
You got a call there.
Scoring on his first trip to the plate is an E5. Certainly would be one they would take a look at. Very difficult play at third. But Ramirez putting the ball in play with 2 outs and 2 strikes.
It's outside.
Dangerous from both sides, Ramirez. Wall and Fry on the bags, nobody out.
Nobody does so well, BA. Both sides really. He doesn't chase much.
People keep asking me that. We've gone back and forth, but like I don't work there, anymore. So it's like I don't know if I can officially have one.
Olsen deals it and in the air, center field.
Yeah, that's in. Yeah, okay.
Back on it is Parker Meadows. He's got it. Both runners tag. Only Kwan will advance.
Smart play by Parker going to second there. You weren't going to get the runner going to third. Set up a double play. Naylor's not super fast runner.
Too deep back there in left center, and he goes to second. You keep that double play in order. You get a guy, Josh Naylor coming up, who you have the ability to get that. So smart play there.
Reese Olsen is, when he's right, a pitcher that gets a lot of ground balls. Excellent sinker baller is Josh Naylor. Drove in the first run officially, first RBI. RBI single in that first inning.
Good block out again. Behind in a fucking count, man.
Rogers.
You can see up the middle, double play depth too. So no one, they get a ground ball right here. They get that opportunity.
Big RBI man at the plate, Josh Naylor. Second only to Ramirez this year for the Guardians.
All right.
Swing and a miss.
He cheated, does he?
It's a magic number, those 100 RBIs. There were only 16 players that drove at 100 RBIs this year. Guardians have 2 of them. Naylor also hit 31 home runs.
That's good changeup. I'd go back to that pitch, actually, because it doesn't seem like he's really locating much of anything else. Yanking some sliders. Might try to bury that changeup.
Wilson has pitched twice this year against Cleveland, both times against Biden. And he pitched well in each occasion. He was the winning pitcher against Biden on July 10th. Familiar with this lineup?
Yeah, exactly what he did. Yeah.
Defensive hack by Naylor. Another changeup and a good one. Naylor strikes out. First strikeout for Olsen.
That might have to be his out pitch because it just doesn't seem like he's locating his slider very well.
That's just a front door change up there. Way out in front. You can see the crowd giving Lane Thomas a nice hand as he comes up with that 3-run homer back in the first.
Greeted Olsen rudely on the first pitch he saw. Lane Thomas is a vet. He knows that a pitcher making his postseason debut. He jumped on him right away. First pitch, launched it into the bleachers in left field. First and third.
He went. Yeah, he went.
Swing goes.
But if you look at Lane Thomas's number when he came over BA this year, actually they're down compared to what he did in Washington. But if you look, he had a really good September. Rough August, but let's come on. Let's carry over here.
There goes. They'll let him run.
That's up, but that's a good sinker though.
Stolen base for Fry.
Go to that changeup now.
Second and third for the Guardians now.
I don't see him throwing a slider the rest of this at bat unless it turns into a really, really deep count. Yeah, there it is. Okay. He looked better there. Good job. Remember that.
Come into the Pizza House of East Lansing and experience the area's premier Chicago-style pizza and taste the tradition that makes their deep dish so delicious. Or explore a menu that features many family favorites from mouth-watering appetizers to delectable entrees that'll score big with the home team. Whether you're in need of a quick lunch before class or catching the game on one of our many big screens, the Pizza House of East Lansing's incredible menu and amazing service will leave you truly satisfied. The Pizza House, a slice of Chicago right around the corner.
At National Unclaimed Freight in West Lansing, get high-quality furniture at unbeatable prices. Visit our expanded showroom full of brands proudly made in the USA, like Von Bass, Franklin, Best, Catnapper, and more. Announcing our newest edition, the Tutsi Italian, handcrafted all-leather furniture. Nobody has a better selection. Over 100 living room sets on display every day. Delivery and selling with 0% financing.
Right.
Good or bad cash.
Look, the part of the order that's coming up right now gave him good innings or good at bats in the first inning. Didn't result in any runs, but second time through, you feel like they're going to be a little bit more confident. You're going to need in this game at some point, if you want to come back, a big home run, like a 2-run, 3-run fucking grand slam, crowd silencer, just to put you back in the game. And you got to do it soon because they have 4 guys in that pen that are absolute hammers. And if it gets to be a close game, they're going to use all of them.
Dude, what are you doing? I'm protecting my car. That's too much work. WeatherTech is so much easier. Laser measured floor liners up here, seat protector and cargo liner back there. Out here, sun window deflectors and mud flaps and the bump step. Keep the bumper dent free. Cool. It's the best protection for your vehicle, new or pre-owned. Great. But where do I order? WeatherTech.com.
Now, Bybee's problem sometimes, especially with good pitchers in October, man, if you don't get to them early, they can settle in. I feel like this might be, it sounds silly because it's a third, your last chance to get him when he's amped. After 3, these guys, good pitchers have a tendency to get better. And this is the top of the order, so you got to hope for something here.
Don't forget on DraftKings Sportsbook, this postseason, new customers can bet $5 and pocket $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the app and use the promo code HEAT when you sign up. DraftKings Sportsbook, the crown is yours. Downtown Cleveland on a Saturday afternoon. Brian Anderson with Jeff Rancourt, Lauren Jabara with you. Producer Jeff Randolph, director of Matt Litt. First game of a best-of-5 division series between these division rivals. Parker Meadows leads off for Detroit. Third inning, 5-0 Cleveland. They scored 5 runs before there was an out recorded in the first inning.
Down.
And you talk about Parker Meadows, what he turned around compared to the first half. Got sent down for 2 months and had to really kind of work a hitch in his swing, get it out. I credit Detroit. They left him down there for a while to continue to develop that. And since then, he's come back and been incredible for the Tigers.
That's in there.
Home run in Houston. Tigers swept the Astros in 2 games. They wrapped that up Wednesday with a dramatic victory. Using 7 pitchers to get to the finish line against the Astros, knocking Houston out. This incredible run for the Astros. That's a pop-up. Ramirez wants it. And there's out number 1. Send it down to Lauren Jabbar. What do you have, Lauren?
Frenchie, you talked about how he went down to AAA for a little while. I talked to him about it. He said, look, I knew I had it in me the whole time. It's just such a long season. But his mantra all year and his whole career has been trust the process. And he said having his brother come up with the minors has helped a lot too. And just knowing this game is such a roller coaster, he's like, I'm just trying to enjoy every single moment, and especially soak up every single moment so far that they've had in this postseason run.
Agreed, Lauren. And for him, when he comes back, you want to talk about being relaxed in AAA for 2 months. You get your opportunity. said it, he scored the only run. He hit the home run off Hunter Brown. It was almost unhittable for Houston. So it's a nice job for Detroit at the top.
Saw those circles on his neck.
Well, yeah, was he cupping?
Physical.
That's the pitch he chases, that upstairs heater.
Tweaked his neck. Well, that great catch up against the wall in Houston, and it's been bothering him a little bit. Haven't had a whole lot of recovery time, but it does leave a nice eyesore on. It's an eyesore. There's 4 of them too. Terry Carpenter down on the count 0-2 to Tanner Bybee. One away, 3rd inning.
Easy.
Jumps out of the way. Carpenter had a single in the first. There's been 2 Tigers hits thus far. Ken Street double. That came last inning. Carpenter was left stranded at second base in the first inning. Tigers down 5-0, hoping for a jolt here.
They just beat him with a heater. He's starting to settle in now.
Just beat him to the spot.
Yeah.
Just because of his ability to throw that changeup slider down in the zone right here, you can see he just beats him. You just get the feeling, right? If you're this Tigers hitter right now, BA, you got to go. This 95 is playing 97, 98. You got to get ready a little bit sooner.
Here's Matt Vierling. The numbers tell you that his fastball is somewhat hittable. That's the pitch. If you look at batting average against, the most damage is done. But he has to have the fastball to set up everything else. Ground ball out to second base. Jimenez, he's a vacuum out there. He makes a play. That's a 3-up, 3-down, 10-pitch inning for Tanner Bybee.
When you smell the amazing scent of game flames, time stops. Your heart races. Your eyes close. And you realize you're in love.
Steve!
It's a laundry detergent. Game Flames, seriously good scent. And 50% more fresh. Now that's not the first sniff.
Yeah, that was a huge inning for him. That was his best inning by far.
To protect yourself and your loved ones, learn more about the sources of lead today.
The furnace is free when you install an AC. That's Service Professor. BOGO is back for a limited time. 2 for the price of 1. Service Professor can handle all your plumbing needs, from sewer and septic, water heater upgrades, and the $19.99 anytime sewer or drain opening.
When you're shopping, do you get cash back with cash?
Nope,
What about when you use a debit card?
not a chance.
But when you use FSUFC's Cashback Plus,
Heck yeah.
get up to 20% cash back on your business with Cashback Plus. Dining out, cash back. Online shopping, cash back. Home improvement, cash back. Discover more at msufcu.org/cashbackplus.
Come into the Pizza House of East Lansing and experience the area's premier Chicago.
We got a long ways to go with that. The fact is, Cleveland's big issue is their ownership. You know, Houston, obviously, they developed this incredible core of players, but one of the big reasons why they stayed as successful as they had is the fact that they actually went out and spent some money. Cleveland's payroll is a joke. They got to actually go out and get somebody and sign somebody if that's going to be the case. I will say, look, I thought the Orioles were kind of set up to potentially be the next Astros, all the way down to having Mike Elias, who was like the second in command during Houston's come up there. But they're another team that I worry about spending money, and they took a hit this year. They had a disappointing season this year. I know they made the playoffs, but still have not won a playoff game.
Capped off a 5-run inning for the Guardians. Reese Olson back on the mound. In the bottom of the third inning, Olson working around 2 runners last inning. Had a walk and a single to start the inning, and then got through Ramirez, Naylor, and Thomas.
Correct.
Get
Yeah.
out of the inning with no further damage.
That's good.
That
Yep.
was in there. Good sinker. He's shown a really good changeup thus far.
It's the pitch you got Thomas and Naylor on. Strike him out.
Poised the other pitch.
Ah, motherfucker. He does not have that slider at all today.
So Andres Jimenez is aboard for the second time. Infield hit, now a hit by pitch.
And you see a slider just overcooked.
Yeah, he's yanking that pitch.
Front of the leg. Look at that.
All right. Need a fucking heavy dose of sinkers here. See if you can turn a double play. He does do a pretty good job of getting in on the hands of these people.
Each of the first 3 innings.
Ball.
So Kenzie Noel takes a ball. That is the primary goal for the Tiger pitchers, is to get that first man out. It's a goal for every pitcher for all time, but it is a major point of emphasis to the point where they use their relievers based on the best matchup for the first batter of an inning, not necessarily for a key batter that comes up with runners
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. I mean, I'd follow. Yeah.
The Guardians have a double, a walk, and a hit batter to start innings thus far today.
That's not a recipe for success.
This dude's got a big swing, man.
I was sitting by Noel yesterday. Walked by. Is that Billy Mulcahy? Remember him when he was here?
How many guys you look up to? And like physically look up to?
Too. I mean, you're like.
Jesus, calm down, Francor. God. And he's got a massive cock. Outside. Doesn't have a slider at all.
Cooled since a brilliant start to his big league career. Certainly made a name for himself early. He's just 22 years of age.
Well.
Noel breaks his bat.
And a sinker right on my hands right there. And that's one of the main things. You know, look, pretty good breaking ball hitter actually, Noel. But his fastballs now have started to beat him. I think they've kind of started to come in on him, right? They don't want him to get extended. Saw that first swing he took. Like anything, you get a little pull happy and then they throw that off speed stuff. So I think it's like anything. The league kind of adjusted back to him, and now he's got to make those adjustments.
Over to this very first game in the big leagues. First game was June 26th. Had a home run against Baltimore on the road. Hit 3 homers in his first 8 games in the Rangers. I'm out. Reese Olson pitching in his 3rd inning. His first ever relief appearance this season. His first ever appearance in the postseason. And that's a call. Strike 3. Noel thought he had earned the
It's
walk
down.
instead.
We'll take it, but that was down.
And a strikeout for the first out of the 3rd inning. It's a 3rd K for Olson.
And I think why Noel was more than anything shocked by this. You can see that great
Late call, too.
We've got 3 or 4 balls at that bottom part of the zone today, and he's balled them all. So that's the first one you've seen that he's kind of expanded at that bottom part of the zone.
Reason to be upset. Bo Naylor, first ball swinging, fouls it away.
And I think if you're Noel, you're saying too, yeah, I'm taller than everybody else. He could ball that should look even farther down. And see, he's frustrated.
Well, the reason for, and look, the ump is not the reason we're losing this game. Okay, we're not pitching well, but the ump, when it comes to postseasons, primarily they give umpires roles based on experience and not necessarily how good they are. That's the reason why we had Angel Hernandez in the postseason for so many years.
stolen bases during the season. One of the few guys that does run on this Guardians team. They were 13th in the AL in stolen bases this year. So
Ian Ramirez, big stolen base numbers. Most of the stolen bases came from those two.
sorry, they were second in the AL. I was looking at my Detroit notes. Sorry,
Put on the wrong sheet.
I was. Cleveland second in the AL in stolen bases this year.
He fouled that off. That's a good changeup. That's the one pitch he's throwing that it feels like they're chasing right now.
What a thrill for the Naylor brothers to be in a
Fuck.
They've got a younger brother too.
Yeah, it might be Job. I talked about it a little bit earlier. It wouldn't surprise me if it's Job.
Could have 3 Naylors in the big leagues at some point.
Another changeup. I think he's just going to keep going back to that because I don't think he has a feel for his slider, and his fastball isn't really his swing and miss pitch. I feel like it could be over time, but
He's got the Alomar brothers he can have a chat with. Sandy and his brother Roberto.
there's a good changeup. Yep, that's 3 in a row. He tripled up on that change piece.
So back-to-back strikeouts. 4 Ks for Olsen. And 2 gone for the Guardians in the third. MLB celebrates Hispanic Heritage Month by recognizing the contributions made to our great game by the Latino baseball community, past and present. Follow at Las Mayores and at MLB. Visit lasmayores.com for full coverage.
Outside. God, getting behind in a lot of counts. Just so unlike us.
18th year on TBS covering postseason baseball. Dates back to 2007. Had a lot of great moments that we witnessed through the years. We alternate every year with our friends at Fox. An American League year this year for us. TBS. And later today,
Montero did. Mize did not. Yeah, that was the only change.
Bob Costas and Ron Darling and JP Morosi. Runner goes, sidearm throw to second. The tag is
He made that way closer than I thought it was going to be. That was a pretty good throw by Jake there, but
still slings it like a shortstop. Made a pretty good throw, but Jimenez is in there.
Yeah, pretty good job. He had been timing him over there, and finally you can see takes off and talk about a tough guy to throw out. That was bang bang, almost got him there. But
yeah, he got in though. He got the hand in there. All right, just make your pitch here.
So Rocchio a chance to drive and a run. Big bouncer.
You got it. Get there. Okay. All right, good job, Reese. Reese is technically recorded because Holton didn't get out. Reese is technically recorded every out for our pitching in this game. So it basically is like a start. He's looked better. He's had some traffic, but he's pitched out of it. This stuff is excellent. I'm surprised that his slider's been as inconsistent as it's been. I do have an announcement, though. I have to take a piss. Let me add a banner.
Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, always ready to help.
Okay, are we ready? You're all set.
Hi there, I'm here to help. Not only do we have the largest network of doctors and hospitals, we also make sure access to the care you need is right at your fingertips. I think we made a lot of progress today. Things are really a long way. You should be proud of yourself. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, always ready to help. There are a lot of things out there going viral.
All right, Chris is no longer peeing.
But this fall and winter, you can help keep your immune system from going viral. Help protect it from the flu virus and the COVID-19 virus by getting your vaccinations. You can get both vaccines.
Look, I'm not saying the moment got to Holton. To me, it was more about pitch execution, but it's why when you see a really good pitcher on the mound in October, and you say, "Oh, that's a win." That's silly. You never know how guys are going to respond to the moment. And it was number one. It wasn't number two. I mean, I've seen Clayton Kershaw, who in terms of run prevention, I mean, at his peak was maybe the best pitcher I've ever seen, just get pounded in October. A lot of these guys are pitching deeper into a season than they've ever pitched. They've pitched more innings than they've ever pitched. It's a different animal. There's no look. I love Tyler Holton, and today is not the exception and not the rule. The one thing I will say is he's not a pitcher who can survive getting away with poor execution and pitch command. He's not a guy who's going to blow you away. He doesn't have a super, firm heater. He cuts the ball. He sinks the ball. He locates. He didn't do that today. And he killed him. All right, get something going, Riley. Come on. We don't win in this series if this guy doesn't hit. You can win 2 out of 3 against a team. You're not winning 3 out of 5 against a team if Riley's not performing. Especially because it seems like we're probably going to be behind 1-0 in the series. Most likely. We'll see. I feel like he's throwing some hittable pitches and we're just missing. I mean, that was not a good slider. That's up. All right.
262 during the regular year. One ball, 2 strikes. Spivey has been ahead of a lot of these Tiger hitters all day.
Drop.
Opposite field.
We'll take it. Old one. All right, come on.
And the Tigers have their lead man on the board for the first time.
That's a good hit, obviously, kind of get the juices flowing, but you need a big hammer at some. You need a home run, you need a double. Is it Cease versus Yamamoto? It's so tough. I think the Padres win the series. I like their pitching. I feel like it's been a minute since this guy homered. It has. I can't think of the last time he went to. That's up. All right.
Gio Urshela with a walk-off homer in the 10th inning. Urshela is part of the large group of veteran players that the Tigers parted ways with. In Urshela's case, he was released.
Yeah, it's been
The Braves in their postseason run. Guys like Javi Baez injured, making $25 million a year. Kenta Maeda, he was left off the playoff roster. Jack Flaherty traded. Still paying Miguel Cabrera, by the way. Good for him. Montana, Shelby Miller, Andrew Chafin all show up on the current.
That's done there. Yeah, that's a good pitch.
The Tigers. But if their active roster, their 26-man roster in the wild card series against Houston, their combined yearly salaries was shy of $19 million. Less than Josh Hader. Less than Josh Hader. That was an incredible win. That less than Josh Hader gave up the big 3 RBI double to Ibanez. 2-2 the count.
Well, I remember thinking of the deadline, right? Yeah, sometimes you got to keep some of these guys and build, right? When you do it, and they went the opposite and allowed some of these young players the opportunity to come up here, and they've shined. And here they are.
Colt Keith at the plate, runner at first.
That's down.
It's going low. And
All right. Come on. I'll take a walk.
with that big slider. First-year manager Stephen Vogt was an excellent player, always thought of as a future manager, even in his playing days. Mighty deals.
That's outside. Hey, good at bat now. Good at bat. Come on.
First 2 weeks here in the fourth.
Torque. Fucking guy.
Nominee Colin Farrell is the Penguin in the new HBO original limited series. It's Sundays, 9 p.m. Eastern, exclusively on Max. 2 on Nova. Here is Spencer Torkelson. On the ground.
Run it out.
Plays a good hop. And the Guardians.
Motherfucker! He's just a killer. He's just absolutely kills this team every fucking time. He's the least clutch player in the history of baseball. He's done nothing. He's been the biggest disappointment maybe in the history of this organization. We're talking about if Spencer Torkelson has a good year, we're playing this game at home today.
Ball swinging, McKinstry pulls it foul. Andres Jimenez this year, if you believe in the defensive metrics, a couple of the big ones are outs above average and defensive runs saved. Jimenez was first in outs above average in the American League, 20. He was first in the American League among second basemen in defensive runs saved with 21. Top of the heap. They'll win another Gold Glove this year.
Wow.
Baylor's got it, flips it to Bidey, and he works out of a jam. 2 on, nobody out. Torkelson's double play set him up, hits McKinstry, still a 0 on the board for Bidey. 5-0 Cleveland. They're coming up.
I mean, honestly, can Jace Young play first? Can you try him out there? Really? I mean, the guy does nothing right. I mean, I came into this postseason saying if Torque had a crazy hot October, that maybe he'd be back. You know, at this point, even if he is fucking David Freese in 2011, the rest of this series, he ain't coming back. Negative career WAR in 3 seasons. Dude had 2 good months, a good month and a half a year ago. People tried to shit on me. Terrible, terrible. I mean, first pitch too. I just can't get over that. First pitch, right? Colt Keith draws a walk. What did he see? 8 pitches, 7 pitches. You're working. A double play there is a killer. It's an absolute killer. But I could almost not excuse it. But at least, like, it would be the classic Torkelson thing of him working a 7-8 pitch at bat and he grounds into a double play. Really, and you guys, I don't think people are going to say I'm overreacting because nobody's on Torkelson's side at this point. But this is the postseason, and you got to just put the guys out there who you feel good, who you feel best about, regardless of matchups. And AJ won't do it.
At Oakland University, our nurses care for you. Our business leaders power Michigan's economy. Our engineers drive the Motor City. Make an impact. Be golden.
I mean, it's not, honestly, okay. I said this a few months ago, and my opinion has actually increased over time. Darko Milicic, I think we can agree, is the biggest bust in the history of Detroit sports, right? Largely because of the draft class he was in and where the Pistons were at the time. LeBron goes 1, Wade or Carlo goes 3, Wade is 4, and then you have Darko, who's I don't know, I think he's on a farm somewhere in Serbia, and the Pistons' trajectory and what they could have been is totally is totally different if they draft Carmelo there, right? Or anybody in that, if they draft Chris Kaman, we're probably talking about a different. Torque is a close second. Run it down. He called him off. Good job. All right. It is AJ Hinch should have grapes fed to him in the dugout every 5 seconds. The fact that this team, with one of the worst number 1 picks to ever make it to the big leagues, has won 86 games and has won a playoff series with a nothing. You've got nothing, less than nothing from a guy who was passable last season. Nate, and I don't want to make this into a Pistons discussion, but it's why sometimes the whole what has this guy done? Championships. If Carmelo gets drafted by the Pistons, he probably has, they win it in 2004. He probably has 2 or 3 titles. They probably win 3 in a row. They probably go 2004, 2005, 2006 at the very least. And all of a sudden, this narrative that Carmelo's this big loser completely goes away. The situation that you're drafted into has a huge impact. I love Tom Brady. He's the GOAT, greatest quarterback ever, right? If Tom Brady got drafted by the Raiders, he's not rocking 7 rings, okay? Now, and I love Mahomes, right? But Mahomes inherited what was a 9-10 win team in Kansas City.
Change up to play these days, no question. He's got a great one.
It's a great equalizer for that fastball. You get hitters gearing up for that 97, 96 up in the zone to be able to pull that string.
2-2.
Yeah, it was the last time the Pistons fucking mattered.
Wilson out of the Atlanta area, over there in French territory, right?
Why would they? The players in China and Japan are good.
Just down the road. Just a conversation away. Jam shot.
Make a play on it. Get over there, Reese. It took him a second, but he got there. All right.
They'd be a part of history by helping select the 2024 All-MLB team. It's presented by MGM Awards. Vote today for the players you believe had the best performance this season. Terms and conditions apply. MLB.com/all-MLB for details. Jose Ramirez will certainly be a popular vote.
This year, Jacob, Torque. It really does change and vary on the season. Last year, Javi Baez, and I've talked about this on these streams, Javi Baez last season made me so mad. And you guys know me, I'm going to be critical of players, and I'm going to point out their underperformance if they don't perform. But Javi last year got to a point where I had to do a self-evaluation where he made me so upset that I'm like, this is beyond baseball. You have a personal vendetta against this guy. This year he was just washed. He's just shitty and finished. Torque, yes, I think that's probably the difference. Torque makes me every bit as angry because I like him so much for what he could be. Great guy, Spencer Torkelson. Good, best friends with Riley Green. They get along. That could be such a great 1-2 punch in our lineup. And the organization, AJ, Illich, they have given this guy chance after chance after chance. They've batted him in the middle of the lineup. They've batted him at the bottom of the lineup. They played him at first. They've DH'd him. It just hasn't mattered. It has not mattered. And in fairness, I mean, if we really want to go down that road, Torkelson is getting paid some money because he was number 1 overall pick. But Baez is making $25 million. I mean, in that aspect, that's in play. Yeah, okay. You got it. Call it, Maddie. All right, Reese has been good. Let me tell you something. If everything I just said leads to him having the biggest hit of his career, great. I am totally justified in my skepticism. Olsen's been good. Olsen's been good.
Lead is an invisible threat. It can be found in the paint of homes built before 1978, dust, soil, and drinking water. To protect yourself and your loved ones, learn more about the sources of lead today.
I get it. The cost of rent, groceries, and utilities is too high. So here's what we're going to do about it. We will lower housing costs by building more homes and crack down on landlords who are charging too much. We will lower your food and grocery bills by going after price gougers who are keeping the cost of everyday goods too
Yeah, I mean, Bybee, this is the 5th, right? Bybee is at
You work hard for your paycheck. You should get to keep more.
68 pitches.
I'll make that my top priority.
It wouldn't shock me if he just goes one more. It is 5-0, so then maybe they could stretch him for the 6th, but what is up with that Trump commercial? And I've got every party a body. Do you see the thing? They played it on SNL, the real quote that Trump had last week, where he's like, I could be doing anything. I could be sunbathing on the beach with a body like you've never seen. Are they officially? I thought the line was -1.5 for Michigan. I don't think they win. And I know very little about Washington, but I'm very seriously concerned. It's a good question, Ian. Let me watch this at bat and then I'll answer it. You know, Tommy, I feel like with Jahen, Carey, maybe Jace Young, I feel like there's a few guys that don't play first base but have first base bodies. I would be more than open to one of those guys playing first. Wow, he had that played perfectly. Okay. I will acknowledge the best era of Saturday Night Live, I think, was the 90s. I think that was when the cast was at its most stacked. If we're talking cast star power, it's between the 70s, like when it started, and the 90s. But I would say in the 90s, you had Sandler, Hartman, Farley, Farrell, David Spade, Tim Meadows, Rob Schneider, back when he was funny. And I mean and a really good female cast too. Anna Gasteyer, Sherry O'Terry. I would say that's probably the best. The era that I grew up on that I'm very partial to is the late 2000s, early 2010s with Bill Hader and Sandberg and Sudeikis. Kristen Wiig was in every sketch. Will Forte, Fred Armisen. I remember growing up, my two favorites in that era were Bill Hader and Sudeikis, who kind of probably became the biggest stars. I forgot about Norm. Yeah, Norm doing Weekend Update. He was easily the best Weekend Update guy. Colin Quinn, who wasn't a great SNL cast member, but was one of the funniest people ever.
AJ even said it. It's not. I say chaos because it is. It has that appearance. I know exactly what I want to do, when I want to do it. The pockets of players in the lineup that I want particular pitchers facing. Stephen Vogt just rolled his lineup out there as in Tyler Holden was going to be the starter and the continuer.
Oh man, that's a good pitch.
Curveball. Bybee brings out a big looping curve at 78 miles
A strikeout for the second out of the inning.
And it does not throw it often. He's going with that slider more for strikeout, but you can see here Rogers got him out front. Great depth to it. See, out front.
Top of the order. And a strike to Parker Meadows. Kate Smith preparing to enter. Stephen Vogt will have no concerns about unleashing his terrific bullpen. Smith is usually the first one deployed. That's a liner in the center field.
It's a good swing.
Base hit. Thomas playing deep out there. And Parker Meadows has a 2-out single. Speed on the bags.
You think about putting Parker in motion here?
Here comes the first inflection point for the first-year skipper.
Well, if you want to know what he's thinking, 4 2/3 coming out to get him. He does not want to let the Tigers even have a breath.
Yeah. I was going to say it's a pretty quick hook, man.
He's upset, but he exits to a standing ovation. 4 2/3, and they're on their feet for him.
Yeah, I also think the 90s of SNL was the last era where the political parodies felt more bipartisan. I would say probably starting with the Sarah Palin stuff, it was so noticeably left, and then it got even progressively farther left, by the time you got to the Obama and Biden eras. It's a quick hook, man. I mean, if it works, it works. It's a great bullpen.
Nice work, Dad. Ask your doctor about extending.
Prime Day Deal Days is coming October 8th and 9th with exclusive savings just for Prime members. It'll feel like a big deal.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, actually. Good cast. I really love Jason Reitman as a director. So yeah, no, that's one I'm definitely going to see.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Office of the Commissioner of Baseball. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent.
Well, Tanner, by the 4 2/3 inning for this Cleveland Guardians team, got off to a great start with that changeup. Meadows had that changeup working really well today, of course, the slider. And after that first inning, really got a lot of confidence in that fastball, had it down, and you can see he's pumping up the fans. He is gassed up at 4 2/3. And you know what, for Stephen Vogt, with the off day tomorrow and the best pen, man, this is he can take it like an elimination game. He told us that. These first 2 games, you can unload them.
I love that shot right there of Ivy waiting for Vogt to return from the mound. Give him a big hug. Kate Smith, been one of the most dominant relievers in the game. Could be closing for almost every other team in baseball, except for this one. Emmanuel Clase down there. Kerry Carpenter, 1 out of 2 against Ivy. Their best hitter of the Tigers against the right-handed pitchers. And Stephen Vogt
Yeah.
squashes that.
That's why you make the pitching change. I mean, that's a ridiculous pitch sequence, though. I know a 3-pitch strikeout, I get it, but like, he threw a splitter in the zone that was basically unhittable.
One touch to adjust. F&P Solo. Revolutionary comfort technology. Bye, honey.
Morning breath, huh?
Are we making the pitching change here, or is Reese getting one more? It looked like he was ready to go with Madden.
Cresco Health mouthwash protects your mouth overnight, every night, by killing millions of bacteria and preventing oral health issues like plaque and bad breath before they start.
Without the burn.
Crest.
Okay, you ready? You're all set.
Not only do we have the largest network of doctors and hospitals in Michigan,
Oh no, it's still Reese.
access to the care you need.
So I'd have Joe Warman instead of Madden, but
Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, always ready to help.
yeah, that's insane. You could say that about a lot of our pitchers too. I mean, especially relievers. The thing is, good organizations really year in and year out can cobble together a bullpen. Cleveland's always been great with that. They always, if they're not good starters, they turn them into relievers. They find relievers. They trade for relievers.
See what I can do. Matt Max, the first 2 months on us. Go to directtv.com/max.
The 2024 American League Division Series is presented by Booking.com. Game 1 of this best of 5 DS.
Can I give you guys a little insight about the Michigan game?
Guardians and the Tigers.
I'm not going to say where I heard this from, but it's a source that I trust.
Their franchise's history. This is the first
Don't be surprised if we see some Jack Tuttle tonight getting legitimate reps as QB1. Not starting, but the coaching staff is pretty fed up with Orgy as well. This team desperately needs a quarterback who can simply run the offense, right? Torx guy, that's fair ball now. Can be a slightly lesser version of what Cade McNamara was 3 years back. Orgy can't fucking throw, and Davis Warren's a turnover machine. I think they're going to keep rotating or keep trying until they find someone who is capable of doing that. Do I think Tuttle's that guy? No. But Orgy's a liability of a quarterback. And, Warren with the turnovers should be 8 in a row. He got it. Yeah. Honestly, yeah. I do remember last season against Nebraska, Michigan had Alex Denegal come into the game and he looked pretty efficient. Now he's not here anymore. I'm just saying that Tuttle, I think, was ahead of him on the depth chart before he got, I want to say, a shoulder injury.
Any sign of trouble, you figure he's in. All balanced, had a great changeup. Just saw that off-speed pitch, and then the fastball has played today.
It's nice. 25 years of age, year 2 in the big leagues. Drafted by the Brewers.
Yeah. He threw one bad pitch. Besides that, he was great.
3 up, 3 down. Then it's 9 in a row for Olsen. That was a 7-pitch frame. It's It's still 5-0. Tigers coming up.
Resolve. With over 300 million smell receptors, your pet knows if a mess is real.
Great job.
If not, it could return.
Great job.
Resolve gets rid of pet messes better than your leading competitor. Resolve destroys tough stains the first time, neutralizes odors on contact, and prevents your pet from remarking. Dogs are the toughest test for a pet mess cleaner, but they're still softies. Love the love, resolve the mess.
Problem is, I think Vogt knew what he was doing with making that pitching change. I mean, their pen is so good.
Others are straight, crooked, and cat.
Oral-B Electric cleans better with one simple touch.
No matter what kind of teeth, you gotta brush.
Oral-B's dentist-inspired brow brushing hugs and cleans and gets in between, going where regular brushes don't reach, so teeth get 100% better clean. These are my teeth, the key to my look.
And here's how I perfectly clean every nook.
Your perfect clean starts with Oral-B.
Kelsey, what up?
You think I messed up, man? I don't think I can walk away from football.
Say less. I got you. Jason Daniel Kelsey, welcome back to football.
Yeah, I mean, I know very little about Washington. Outside of I know that they've lost a lot. What just frustrates me in principle is that I think Michigan has gotten completely outplayed in all 5 games in the second half. And I worry that that could happen again because I know they lost a lot, but I think Jed Fish is a pretty good coach. I think he's going to do a good job.
Vicks VapoStick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks Vapors. Easy to apply for the whole family. Vicks VapoStick. And try new Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors.
My name's Jorge Gaviria, and this is my business, Hacienda. We bring heirloom corn products from Mexico to every kitchen. I chose my Square Cash Plus card from Capital One because I have an unlimited 2% cash back on everything I buy. With no preset spending limit, my purchasing power adapts to meet my business needs. And I reinvest my 2% cash back to help grow our business with new products, like our tabletop masa dough. My Spark card helps me fulfill my mission by bringing masa to the masses. What's in your wallet?
Outdoor shine as we all walk up game break to the concrete jungle where dreams are made of tonight on TBS. Yankees and
Who's starting for the Royals? Is it Walker?
Game 1 first pitch at 6:30 Eastern tonight in the Bronx. We will take you there. Let's take a look at our DraftKings.
Yeah, it is Walker. Walker's had a good year.
2 or 3 so far. All you have to do is download the DraftKings.
Had some success in the postseason. It's been 11 years, but
Just paying, so do it now.
ooh.
Always heavily involved. Thank you, Lauren. Always great to see those in the studio as well. We welcome Dusty Baker back to our postseason coverage. He's done it before.
And I gotta say, Dusty, I think shoved those guys up with his suit today. I thought he looked fantastic.
You can. That's an explosive fastball. I mean, that was 96. That looked harder than 96.
With you all postseason long. And Bob Costas, Ron Darling, JP Grossi will have a call for you from the Bronx tonight. Royals and Yankees.
That's just disgusting. Yeah.
He struck out Carpenter last inning, gets Veerling to start the 6th. And if you're Stephen Vogt right now, Frenchie, playing manager here, what's your path to the finish line with your great bullpen at this point?
It's so funny because you can look at it from his point of view, right? You haven't played since last Saturday. It's been a week. So, yes, these guys are high leverage guys. And he said it, I'm playing it like an elimination game. So you look at him, you got to believe Aaron, you got to believe Gaddis, and you got to believe he wants to get Boston in the game there to end it. So I think that's one way to look at it, but it's also funny because you can look at it from AJ Hinch, as you see on the foul ball here. I want my guys to see their high leverage guys. Even though we might not come back and win this game, I go back last year, the Phillies, Diamondbacks, the more the Diamondbacks saw the Phillies hitters,
What's up?
eventually, they were able to get to Alvarado, those guys, and they beat them at 6 and 7 because of it. So I see both sides.
Stephen Vogt's response to that is, I want him to see these guys. I want to demoralize them for the rest of the postseason because these guys have been so dominant. Kate Smith and other guys have come out of nowhere this year. Look at the numbers, the Ks, 75 plus innings, 133 strikeouts.
Those are just the guys that lead up to Class A.
There's 2 batters here today and has 2 Ks already. 40% strikeout rate on his fastball. There's Heron. It's another big
Heron?
part of the
Hairlink? Heroin? Heroin? Hero?
And I think that's the thing, right?
Heron.
He wants to talk about the closer.
Heroin?
He's got a 100-mile per hour.
Heron.
Dig into the numbers of the 3 guys we just showed you.
One of the greatest videos on the internet.
Anything like that, they all dominate.
The rookie Smith in his first postseason.
Oh my goodness.
Impressive. 3 batters faced, 3 strikeouts. He gets Green on the splitter that time. Just dives.
Now, even AJ Hinch, you remember this morning talking about the pinch hitting, when you going to do it? He said, you got to do it early because if you get to 6 innings and you're behind, it might not matter who you send up there to play.
Oh my goodness.
Keith out in front of that splitter. He throws a splitter 90 miles an hour. As a future closer in the making.
They lead the bullpen and everything. ERA runs allowed, average chance.
I don't. It's such a small sample size. I don't really think it makes much of a difference, honestly.
Just 1 second. Race through the minor league system. Was a starter early in his minor league career, Smith, but then they moved him to the bullpen. Finally got a chance in the big leagues this year at age 25. Once he figured it out, it was a quick rise to the big leagues when he put it all together. Three batters face, 3 Ks. He's got Colt Keith down 1 and 2.
You can just tell. That was an emergency hack, just a foul off a fastball that was almost down the middle.
This is a pitch that hitters are preparing. It's not like he's got 5 pitches there. Numerous times these guys are right there. They're up for either. And they still go.
Always been a big strikeout pitcher. Averaged 12 Ks per 9 this season in big leagues. Four down, 4 Ks. That time on the big fastball, 97. Pete Smith has arrived in the MLB postseason. One of the best weapons a manager has.
Yeah, that was disgusting.
It hasn't changed. This place. We've made some great memories here. We're making them today with a little help from Nubeca.
Nubeca is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with prostate cancer that does not spread to other parts of the body and no longer responds to a medical or surgical treatment that lowers testosterone.
I was on hormone therapy, but my PSA was rising. So my doctor recommended Nubeca.
In a clinical study, men lived 2 times longer without their prostate cancer spreading when they added Nubeca to ADT. Nubeca may also extend survival. Nubeca may cause serious side effects, including heart disease and seizures. Tell your doctor right away if you have chest pain or discomfort, shortness of breath, loss of consciousness, or seizure. Nubeca can harm unborn babies and cause loss of pregnancy. Common side effects were changes in liver function tests, decreased white blood cells, feeling more tired than usual, arm, leg, hand, or foot pain, and rash. Nubeca helps you live for what you love. Ask your doctor about Nubeca.
Every holiday season, you have in-laws and spares, and Uncle Teddy on the sofa.
We went with Madden now.
For a serious sleep upgrade.
I don't know. This could get rough for him. He wasn't great in his last few outings. I feel like this would have been a nice time to go with Job, but I think he plans on using Job in high leverage and continuing to. I mean,
So this is pickleball? If you trade for Morgan Stanley, we're ready for whatever gets served. So you gotta work your trash talk. I'd rather work on saving for retirement or college, since you like to get schooled. Tuesday, NXT continues live from St. Louis with special guest superstar Randy Orton. NXT live from St. Louis Tuesday at 8, 7 Central on the CW.
If I could be you could be me for just 1 hour. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes.
Yeah, these streams are a lot more fun when the games are close.
The 2024 MLB on TBS postseason is brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook.
Buddy, I'm starting to have concerns whether we score 6 runs in the series.
Sunny Saturday afternoon in Cleveland, Ohio, downtown Cleveland.
Ty Madden.
First, Tigers have settled it down since. Now they make their second pitching change of the day. Ty Madden making his postseason debut. Tall Texas.
Steve Madden.
Of Texas, the former Longhorn. Will follow up Reese Olson, who went 5 impressive innings. First pitch he ever threw in the playoffs, he gave up a 3-run homer to Lane Thomas. And settled down after that and retired 9 in a row, 12 out of 13. John Kinsey Noel leading off for the Guardians, 0 for 2 today.
Ooh,
Big slugger out of the
bit of a hanger there.
Dominican Republic. Noel with 13 home runs in the regular season. And 28 runs batted in. Came up midway through the summer. Rafael Noel. John Kinsey, Lauren Jabara is Big Christmas. Do we call him Papa Christmas?
I think so. It's a really special day for Big Christmas. His dad is here in the U.S. for the first time. He just got his visa this week, and this is the first time his dad, Rafael Noel, has been able to be here in Cleveland watching his son play stateside. So do we call him Papa Christmas at this point? But really special moment for the Himties, has to be.
Very cool. What a moment, special moment. To see his son in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's gotta be emotional. You see your son out here living out his dream of this fans and this atmosphere like this. Pretty cool.
God damn it. This dude's gonna get fucking rocked, man.
Some nerves are flowing here for Ty Madden. Papa Noel approves. Kinsey is aboard with a leadoff walk in the 6th.
There's no crying in baseball or with Papa or Retro because it lets you earn unlimited double miles on every purchase every day. Let's play ball.
Yeah.
6 innings today. Bo Naylor's
Strike.
Takes a strike. Naylor 0 for 2. Left-handed hit catch, I should say. A ground out and a strikeout. Tigers went with an opener with Tyler Holton.
Strike.
And did not record it out. There were 2 hits. It was an error. 4 runs, 3 earned, a walk, no strikeouts.
Gunther one. So if we get, I mean, we're down 5-0, so we probably only have to pitch 2 more innings after this. I don't know. He might have Madden go 2 and then Gunther for 1. I don't know what the splits look like, but
Every situation you can think of.
But this is where the whole idea of getting that first hitter has kind of backfired today for him. You let Noel on base. Righty's hitting 222 off. Now, what are lefties hitting? 326. So now with the lefty here, of course, switch hitter on deck, you're forced now for 2 guys, BA, to have him face their strength on the left side. So they go to get that first guy out. They've not done it 4 out of 6 times today.
Call it.
Back in the grass is Keith. He'll give way severely. Out number 1, Naylor is retired. Back to first goes Noel. Hey, Play Ball is baseball's global youth initiative. It highlights the fun and accessible ways to play our great game. To learn more, including how to find the league near you, go to playball.org. Follow Playball on X, Facebook, and Instagram. Run away for Brian Rocchio, switch hitting shortstop.
Outside.
You do wonder, and it's 5-0. It's not out of reach, but against the Guardians bullpen, it feels more than a 5-run deficit. If you're AJ Hinch, you're trying to get some pitchers at the bottom of your bullpen experience in the playoffs. You're going to beat everybody. Both managers and organizations deciding to go with 12 pitchers, 14 position players. You can carry no more than 13 pitchers in the postseason. So they've gone one short of that in the division series in a best of 5 with multiple off days. 3 of them, as a matter of fact. It goes the distance.
I think you can watch games 1 of the American League today and watch games 1 of the National League, and it will be managed a little bit different because of that off day tomorrow. As Stephen Vogt told us, it's like an elimination game. You can throw whoever you want. If it's 5-0 right now and the Tigers are playing tomorrow, it might be managed a little bit different.
Series will resume here in Cleveland Monday. And then another day off to travel to Detroit for 2 games, Wednesday, Thursday, and then if it goes 5, back here to Cleveland. The Tigers have the likely Cy Young Award winner in the American League, Terrence Skubal, set up to pitch Game 2 Monday night. He is also set up to pitch Game 5. Play it as a series. Probables for Game 2 Monday night. We'll have it for you. It's Monday afternoon, actually. We'll have it for you here on TBS. Terrence Skubal against Matthew Boyd, former Tiger. Alex Cobb slated to pitch Game 3. It's big news here in Cleveland, coming back from injury after they acquired him from the Giants.
He got him. Yeah, that's a good pitch. Yeah.
Rocchio strikes out. Madden picks up his first K. 2 outs in the inning, still a runner at first.
Impressive pitch, right?
Yeah, that was good. Good slider.
On this one, nice here. Throws him. See bottom part of the zone. Rogers frames it beautifully. I'll tell you what, if you're AJ Hinch, if you lose this game, you got to slip pretty well tomorrow night. You have pitching on Monday.
Or at least twice if you could go to a Game 5. For Cleveland, they know they've got to wrap up this series quick. In 4 at the latest, with Skubal looming in Game 5. He was so impressive. 6 brilliant innings.
That's on there. Yeah.
That wild card series against the Astros. Alex Cobb made it back, dealing with injuries. Simulated game last week, and he's good to go for a Game 3 start.
Outside.
Yeah, simulated game last week. Another one, I think.
Olsen was great. Olsen was the one positive to take away from today's game. Reese threw one bad pitch to start and then did a really good job settling in. Thought he had a good changeup. Didn't even seem like he had his best stuff because that slider was not he wasn't really locating that slider, but he was good. He was really good.
To get there. Fan base is hungry to see a team advance in this postseason. Tigers a bit of a surprise to be here if you just judge on the last 2 months of the season. If you go back to spring training, the Guardians, one of the surprise teams in Major League Baseball, but once they got rolling, it started to make real sense that they were going to be a formidable team in the American League once these relievers started to lock in. Stephen Kwan, 1 out of 2 today with a walk and a double. Noel, the runner at first, will take off.
Oh, miss.
And Kwan is aboard for the 3rd time. Second walk given up by Madden. And a visit to the mound. The excellent pitching coach, Chris Fetter. TNT Sports on
Shout out Fett.
is here. It's bringing you action from some of your favorite leagues. You can watch live games, original shows, and more. It's your new destination for sports moments. Watch every night starting at 6 p.m. Eastern on True TV.
It's funny how this is working out. The Matt gets those two lefties, right? Where lefties switch over. So he lets them face Quan, right? Instead of bringing the lefty in. And now, of course, Quan gets on, so you're stuck, of course, with Madden facing Fry now because the lefties in the bullpen. I think that's what makes the series so just interesting is the mismatch that AJ Hinch and Steven Vogt are going to play in this series.
Always discussions and watching these managers work with their
He's thrown a lot of pitches this inning. Yeah, I mean I think he's walked 2, so it's 26 right now. Yeah. I think Madden's stuff is probably better than Manning's. Manning's stuff never wowed me or impressed me. Even when he threw hard, I just was, yeah.
Matchups in that window. I think it was 7 games in 10 days. Yes. There was a lot of matchups between the Guardians and the Tigers. Head-to-head this year, Cleveland won the season series 7-6, but so many new players to the Tigers mix since that time. Tigers were a totally different team prior to the trade deadline. 2-2 the count. 2 outs in the Cleveland 6th inning. A 5-run first for the Guardians. Madden deals.
Come on, fucking finish this guy. Let's go.
Madden was a starter in the minor leagues. He's only made 1 start in the big leagues. 6 games in the regular season in his first year. Just drafted in the 22 season. Fast riser in the organization. 2-2 pitch. And a foul ball. We'll do it again. I get it. Foul balls are perfect range. You bring your gloves? I got great hands. Throw that football over a mountain too, couldn't you? Uncle Rico. That's right. 2-2. Calls it foul. Fry getting a tough at bat here. We'll see at least 8 pitches. Back-to-back sliders. See what Madden has in mind. 2 on, 2 out. And Fry down the line. That is a fair ball into the corner.
That'll be 2 runs.
Noel will score. Here comes Quan. Cut off and relay, not in time. 2 RBI double. David Fry. 7-0 Cleveland.
Yeah, he had seen this slider corner now numerous times. You saw him just get out in front of the one before. And right here you see it stays up in the zone and he hooks it right down the line. And what a beautiful piece of hitting. If you think about it, BA, in Houston, Detroit kind of controlled the series. They controlled the lead. They played either from the lead or tied. And now all of a sudden here, they're kind of playing from behind some. And the Guardians are making a pay.
That will be the last batter the Ty Madden faces.
Yeah, we're not going to see a whole lot more Madden this postseason.
2 runs in. Jose Ramirez coming up. And AJ Hinch going to Sean Gunther, the lefty in the bullpen.
Sometimes I'm alone, like no one ever knows. Then you take me by the hand. I feel better again when you smile. The sun peeks through the clouds, and I
It's time for you to achieve your dreams, to finish what you started, to earn a better salary, to show your kids what a quality education can do. At Davenport University, we offer degrees in business, technology, and health, all designed to help you launch or advance your career. Whether you excel online or in the classroom, courses start every 7 weeks and are built to fit your schedule, not ours. We know that achieving your dream takes a different approach. Find it at Davenport University.
What's up? You seem kind of sluggish today.
Things are really moving.
You can use some Metamucil.
Metamucil psyllium fiber helps keep your digestive system moving so you can feel lighter and more energetic. Metamucil keeps you moving. And try using Fiber Plus vitamins.
So start again.
So congested.
You need Sinex saline. Very nice.
Just Sinex. Breathe.
Mine is wow.
Sinex. Breathe.
What a great day of postseason baseball.
This game's been about 8 fucking hours.
Fox has the Mets and Phillies coming up at 4 Eastern. Adam Levine, AJ Krasinski, Adam Wainwright, Tom DiNucci on the call for that one. Costas and Darling have the Royals and the Yankees at 6:30 Eastern on TBS and Max, and then Joe Davis Johnson and Rosenthal for Padres Dodgers later tonight on FS1. Sean Gunther will take over. They just intentionally walked Jose Ramirez.
Smart.
Get to Josh Naylor. So Gunther gets the matchup against Naylor with 2 minutes more now.
Yeah, see, fans didn't like it too much in the 7-0 game. Wanted to see their superstar hit, but
That's in there.
the other 29 managers would have done the exact same thing.
AJ Hinch walked Jose Ramirez in a July game 3 times in a game intentionally. Not afraid. Naylor on the ground.
Good play.
Backhanded by Torkelson.
Good cover.
And it's Gunther. Nice throw over there to Gunther to cover the back of the inning. It's over. But 2 big runs come in. David Fry, the DH. 2 hits and a walk today. Drives in a pair with 2 outs and 2 strikes to make it 7-0.
It's time for you to achieve your dreams, to finish what you started, to earn a better salary, to show your kids what a quality education can do. At Davenport University, we offer degrees in business, technology, and health, all designed to help you launch or advance your career. Whether you excel online or in the classroom, courses start every 7 weeks and are built to fit your schedule, not ours. We know that achieving your dream takes a different approach. Find it at Davenport University. It's time for you to achieve your dreams, to finish what you started, to earn a better salary, to show your kids what a quality education can do.
You just knew. You knew the second Quan ripped that double off the right field wall that this team was in trouble. We do not win games where we don't pitch well.
Courses start every 7 weeks and are built to fit your schedule, not ours. We know that achieving your dream takes a different approach. Find it at Davenport University.
I get it. The cost of rent, groceries, and utilities is too high. So here's what we're going to do about it. We will lower housing costs by building more homes and crack down on landlords who are charging too much. We will lower your food and grocery bills by going after price gougers who are keeping the cost of everyday goods too high. I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this
No, I probably won't.
because you work hard for your paycheck. You should get to keep more of it. As president, I'll make that my top priority.
You know, I don't. The Yankees haven't won the World Series, haven't made the World Series in 15 years. I don't really find anything particularly hateable about this Yankees team. I like Judge. I love Juan Soto. You know, their pitching's been really good. Matt Blake's done a good job. Like, I don't find anything particularly unlikable about them outside of them just kind of being the team that people like to see lose. Yeah, I know people are annoyed by their fans, which I get. But as a whole, like I don't know. Like, I would like to see Judge have a big October and And Soto, we've seen before with the Nats in 19. Soto's just made for these moments. I mean,
Back in Cleveland on a Saturday afternoon, Guardians up 7-0 in the first game of the series, and Frenchie gets Tim Herron, one of their big weapons, their left-handed weapon in the bullpen. He hits the seventh here, facing Spencer Torkelson to start the inning.
Today, big lefty. One of the best curveballs in baseball. Got 37. 5K from that pitch.
that's a tough arm slot for 96, man.
Franchise record for bullpen ERA this year. Stephen Vogt, in his first year as manager, could not have been handed a better pen.
Yeah, I think it was one of those things where it was kind of too late to sit him down. I think that they had already made the decision that they were going to pitch him in the seventh. And then Fry ripped that double. Oh. Appreciate it, Casey. Thank you.
He's got to be in the game. It'll be fun to watch the Guardians and the Reds match up in Ohio in that interleague rivalry. Stephen Vogt, 92 wins in his first year as a skipper. That's third in franchise history. Speaker Al Lopez and Tito, tied with Tito, has 92 wins. A swing out of miss. Herron with the strikeout, foul tip into the glove from Naylor. Says home plate umpire Adam Beck. And a strikeout. That is 5 consecutive Ks with Cleveland relievers. On this day, Frenchie would take you back to 2013 American League Division Series. Stephen Vogt with a walk-off. One of his signature moments of a playing career. He was a 2-time All-Star. Just always a steady presence, no matter where he was.
Vogt was one of those players you knew when he played was just going to you knew that he was going to be a manager one day. You need garbage time innings right now, so I have no issue with Montero.
He wants to get Ibanez in there, of course, faces lefty. If you remember, he's the one that had the big hit off Josh Hader to send him here to Cleveland.
Montero loosening of the Tiger pen, added to the postseason roster after the wild card series. Sweeney fouls away. A big fastball. Shadows become a challenge this time of day as well. Note the Shadows currently, Monday's game will be getting started about this time. And his first few innings Monday against Terrence Scoobel is going to be a nightmare. It's a nightmare.
It's a nightmare to begin with.
Haven't watched Scoobel, get ready for it. It's a treat. Herron locks him up, 3 up, 3 down with a couple of Ks. 7-0 Cleveland.
I don't know what I'm going to do for dinner tonight. I got to hunker down. We got Michigan later, but
It's time for you to achieve your dreams, to finish what you started, to earn a better salary, to show your kids what a quality education can do. At Davenport University, we offer degrees in business, technology, and health, all designed to help you launch or advance your career. Whether you excel online or in the classroom, courses start every 7 weeks and are built to fit your schedule, not ours. We know that achieving your dream takes a different approach. Find it at Davenport University.
I get it. The cost of rent, groceries, and utilities is too high. So here's what we're going to do about it. We will lower housing costs.
so I'm looking Torque going back. He had that home run against Tampa, right? In that game that we won. Since then, he is 2 for 19 with 1 RBI.
You're all set.
Not only do we have the largest network of doctors and hospitals in Michigan, we also make sure access to the care you need is right at your fingertips. I think we made a lot of progress today. Things are really cool. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, always ready to help.
Let's find out who wins. This tailgate's got it all. Tech, grills.
Absolutely. We got brats, cheese brats, teriyaki brats, tofu brats, brat pizza.
Epic 85-inch TV, portable power. Everyone loves frozen drinks.
You know it. Brat.
Oh, no, I don't go right through me. You know what I mean?
I put that right there for you when you're ready.
No, like literally it will go through.
We have all the best fantastic all in one place. At Oakland University, our students power Michigan. They get internships and jobs.
He didn't deserve another pitch. It's we knew how it would have ended.
Our engineers drive the Motor City. Our business leaders propel the economy. Our educators teach your children and inspire the next generation. Make an impact. Be the change. Be golden.
I take it he put Montero in, yeah.
Well, the question of West versus Rust was answered quickly by the Guardians. They scored 5 runs before there was an out recorded in this game. A 5-run first. They added 2 more. Well, the David Fry 2 RBI double in the 6th. It is 7-0. Guardians pitching has been outstanding. Starters, 2 relievers, Brian Anderson with Jeff Rancourt, Lauren Jamara as well. And if you're the Guardians, this could not have gone better from the very first inning.
It's been a party here in Cleveland. You think about it, Bybee was able to get out of that first inning with first and second, and then the offense just started right off the bat. I mean, those guys fought with that double. We've been out, and of course, Lane Thomas, his first postseason at bat as a Guardian, 3-run homer. So, you know what, at the end of the day, the Guardians have done what they wanted to do, and now they got that bullpen out there.
Time for more baseball presented by Geico. Tanner Bybee. He went 4 2/3. It's the way the modern game is. He was dealing, waiting for his manager to come back. A full embrace, and the offense lit it up early. Lane Thomas, first ever playoff game. Big pickup by the Guardians from the Nationals via trade. And that was the first pitch he saw. Knocked it out of here and capped off the 5-run inning. Andy Ibanez will stand and play third. And the new pitcher in Frenchie added to the division series roster, Kale Montero.
One thing they love about this guy, obviously, good. Really spend it.
My guess is he gets Montero for 2 innings here, and then that's it. In there.
Montero's been a starter this year for the most part for the Tigers. Have some playoff activity. Lane Thomas, a game he will never forget. 15 home runs during the regular season. 3-run home run to jumpstart this Guardians offense today. Guardians' magic number is 4. When they score 4, they rarely lose. They rarely lose when they have a lead after 6. 71-2 this year. They won 71 of 73 games where they have a lead after 6. Thomas.
That's an insane statistic. Led after 6 in 73 games, they're 71-2. You talk about a team that's shortening games.
Much less, as you can see, that's why these teams do. To me, the Guardians, if they get that lead by the 6, they feel like, man, it's lights out. Reminds me so much of that Royals team with Wade Davis, Kelvin Herrera, and Ray Ballin at the back end. Those 3 guys, 14 and 15, just you were down. It felt over.
Montero, and a swing and a miss by Jimenez. Another playoff debut here. This is a familiar theme. We should probably start announcing those who have actually played in the postseason before, but there are playoff debuts aplenty for the Detroit Tigers. So many new names, new faces. Montero, in his rookie season at age 23, 19 games, 16 of those were starts. And 3 straight postseason debuts on the mound of 3 out of 4. Gaddis.
Maybe we do see Class A here.
Yeah, these Tigers said, come on, man. Give me 7-0. Let's go to that mid-level leverage reliever.
Jimenez takes the ball.
This is part of the deal, right? When you haven't played in a week, and I think that's what Steve Vogt is saying. I don't care if they see my guys got to get out there and pitch them.
Got to feel these playoffs. Now you can kind of settle into a series, not quite the spread that the 3-gamer was, and a swing and a miss. Montero with a strikeout of Jimenez. His first K, 2 outs in the inning.
With so many choices across the U.S., find Boston hotels even Yankees fans could love.
Venezuela native, homegrown pitcher for the Tigers. Peter Montero signed at the age of 16.
Pitch.
Swing by Noel.
All right, I'm going to stream for one more inning. I'm obviously going to keep watching the game, but
With a walk and a run score in the last inning. Montero coming right at him. The Tigers as a team, philosophy of strike throwing, they are on the attack with their pitching staff. We'll see that in a more robust way come Monday night with Tarek Skubal on the mound. They believe in going after hitters with strikes. And that's easy to say. And say, well, why doesn't every team do that? I think that's the goal of every team. Yeah. But they also want to stay on the edges and avoid the middle of the strike zone. These pitchers here, they have thrived just challenging hitters. It can blow up in a big way, as we saw in the first inning. They're going to throw strikes. And a swing and a miss.
Stance looks a little bit like Marcelo Zuna's. To me, the one that stands out as the oddest is Craig Counsell's, which was a little bit before my time, but I don't have any idea how that dude hit at all with that stance. I won't be right back.
Not only do we have the largest network of doctors and hospitals in Michigan, we also make sure access to the care you need is right at your fingertips. I think we made a lot of progress today. Things are really going a long way. You should be proud of yourself. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, always ready to help.
Sorry, honey, it's a work thing. Mine's also a work thing. I just need someone to cover my shift.
So is mine. Alan says your business vehicle is now covered with Progressive.
Protected 24/7, just like your home and home.
Oh, that's great.
So dinner time's just phone time now? So, you know, I heard that ground turkey is the healthiest turkey.
You know what? Never mind. Just be on your phone. New Downy Comfy Cozy combines softness and scent to unlock.
Going back to that, though, Ron, a Tiger that had a very bizarre stance was Stephen Moya.
Transform your everyday to cozy. New Downy Comfy Cozy not only combines softness and scent, it breathes life into your room.
My dad's always got his tool belt with him. Now he's living with prostate cancer. He still knows how to be handy.
And he also knows once daily Extended.
Extended treats metastatic prostate cancer in response to surgical treatment to lower testosterone. Extended is proven to help these men live longer. Extended may cause serious side effects, including seizure, a brain condition called PRESS, allergic reactions, heart disease that can lead to death, falls, and bone fractures. Stop taking Extended and get medical help at once if your face, tongue, lip, or throat starts swelling. Tell your doctor at once if you faint, have a seizure.
They have heroin back out there. Heroin? Hairlink? Heroin? Heroin?
Discomfort or shortness of breath. Extended can cause harm to an unborn baby or miscarriage. Use birth control during and 3 months after Extended. Most common side effects include muscle and joint pain, feeling unusually tired, hot flashes, constipation, less appetite, diarrhea, high blood pressure, bleeding, falls, fractures, and headache.
Nice work, Dad.
Ask your doctor about Extended.
The 2024 American League Division Series is presented by Booking. Another postseason underway on TBS. Great to have all of you with us as we kick off a tremendous day of baseball, postseason baseball, on TBS and Fox and FS1. First of 4 games today. American League will take tomorrow off. National League will have the stage tomorrow, and then we'll be back here for game 2 Monday.
What's up?
Rogers will lead the way for Detroit. 7-0 is our score. Guardians got 5 in the first, 2 in the 6th. And Guardians pitching, living up to the billing
Down.
as far as Aaron starts his second inning of work.
Shocked the out-of-state Clemente to start the game. You got a plethora of lefties coming up, but in a 7-0 game.
Huh, walked him.
And it's ball 4, so Rogers draws a walk. And snaps a run of 7 straight retired by Guardians relievers. Started with Cade Smith. And now Naylor on his way to the mound. Going to be a pinch hitter here. So A.J. Hinch going to his bench right now. Justin Henry Malloy is going to get the at-bat. Might send us to a pitching change. Chance to remind you, though, don't miss the franchise. A new HBO original comedy series that follows the crew of an unloved franchise movie while unveiling the secret chaos and absurdities of superhero movie making. The franchise.
Yeah, now he's making the
This
change.
Sunday, 10 p.m. only on Max.
Even in a 7-0 game, you can set both managers deploying the matchups, and here we go.
Hey, it's managerial practice. Stephen Bowden, his first postseason game. Once the pinch hitter was announced, now he is bringing on Gaddis.
At Larry's RV, we never know quite where Larry will turn up next because he's busy hunting down the best deals on all types of RVs. From travel trailers and big wheels to toy haulers and pre-owned models, our inventory is stacked deep, and our service is always ahead of the competition. Visit our website to see for yourself. See all the latest models during Larry's summer sales event going on now.
Oh yeah, I mean, I love the postseason. I'm going to be keeping up with all these games. Obviously, I want to watch Michigan at night, but Mets Phillies is interesting. No, they're all 4 of these series are intriguing series to me. I would say, to be honest, the one I think probably has the least amount of juice is actually Yankees Royals. I don't really know why. I just think the storylines in there are I think it's going to be kind of a workman-like series for the Yankees.
It's been trapped. Process. And then in my head.
Terrify's a pretty good place to start.
You can be a part of history by helping select the 2024 All-MLB team presented by MGM Rewards. Vote today for the players you believe have the best performance this season.
Yeah, and I think Padres Dodgers obviously that'll be theater. I mean, those teams don't like each other. Met in the postseason before. This is the 3rd time actually because they met in the COVID year too. Yeah, that one should be a lot of fun. A lot of star power in that series on both sides.
In a 7-0 game, and it's going to be Hunter Gaddis, and we're all excited to see what Hunter Gaddis is going to do this postseason.
Just another one of those weapons we talked about that bullpen down there. 66 days to see. 14 base on balls.
Inside.
Gaddis misses with his first offering. Gaddis is another guy that has emerged to be a real weapon in the bullpen.
It's funny, BA, because you heard AJ Hinch before the game talk about some of these relievers. It doesn't matter, lefty, righties. And Gaddis, for example, righties hitting $160 off. Well, lefties hitting 172. So pick your poison.
In his first postseason as well. Third year in the major leagues, Gaddis. Getting a chance in a prominent role in the postseason. 6'6" right-hander out of Georgia State. Was a starter in the minor leagues and was a starter even in the big leagues. What's up, Perez?
That's an out.
Fly ball to center field. And it's Thomas who puts it away for the out. First out of the inning. One away runner at first for Kerry Carpenter. Carpenter had a single in the first inning. The Tigers had a threat in the first. 2 on against Tanner Bivey, but they could not score. It was a line-out to end the inning. Bivey went 4 2/3 scoreless. Cade Smith comes on. He retired 4 straight batters he faced, all strikeouts. Inning in the third for him, and then Heron worked across multiple innings as well. Now Gaddis.
I don't know if the shadows are starting.
Oh, the shadows. I was born in the shadows.
Carpenter got that hit to start the first inning there, and since then he's seen a lot of fastballs. He struck out the last 2 reviews, but high velocity fastballs.
On the ground, hit
That's
firmly
2.
right at Jimenez. And he'll start a
Jesus.
play.
All right. I think I know where this is headed. Thanks to everyone who tuned in. Sorry, couldn't have been a better game, but we'll be back on Monday.